Saline basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
Seems almost impossible to say, but the last week of the regular season is upon us for high school basketball. And once again, Southeast of Saline's Trojans are at home, this time for an NCAA contest against the Ellsworth Bearcats. Hello and welcome in to Southeast of Saline Gymnasium here on the campus of Southeast of Saline. Devin Haney here along with Tyler Smith, Chris Cadle producing and engineering, along with Brian Dennett providing live stream video free of charge tonight. You can view that video accessing it through salinapost.com or on the Salina Post YouTube page. Glad you could join us here for an NCAA contest. Should have a couple of good games for you between the Bearcats of Ellsworth and the homestanding Southeast of Saline Trojans. It is New Image Audio senior night here on campus, so that will be a big deal. Also, Southeast of Saline will hang another state championship cross-country banner as they will do that, and also salute Wade Castleman as his retirement will begin soon, so a big night here on campus for Southeast of Saline. When you look between the lines on the hardwood, a couple of good games here on the girls' side. Ellsworth comes in, they're 12-4 on the season, 7-3 in league play. Southeast of Saline is 14-5, 6-4 in league play. Both of them coming off of a win from Friday night, rounding out last week. On the boys' side, Southeast of Saline comes in 5-14, they're 4-8 in league play. Ellsworth, meanwhile, comes in 4-12, they're 2-8 in league play. Ellsworth comes in and they're trying to overcome a sweep that was dealt by Southeast of Saline just 2 weeks ago at Ellsworth. When we come back, we'll go more over this contest and get you ready for Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. It's a doubleheader with ladies first, and it's coming up. Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by L&L Advisors in Salina. Live stream video on the radio broadcast here on KINA tonight, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Welcome back here to Southeast of Saline High School. Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith as we get ready for Southeast of Saline basketball. It's ladies first as the Trojans take on the Ellsworth Bearcats. Tyler, we look at this Ellsworth team, and I think just looking back to the score from just a couple of weeks ago, it was a dominant victory for Southeast of Saline in Ellsworth as they got the win. And I don't think any of us in the room expected this game to go like that one did. It was a 30-point rule in the fourth quarter running clock. And Ellsworth just didn't play well that night. Southeast played extremely well that night, and that's kind of how we ended up with that score. But when you look at Ellsworth, their last 4 games have been on the road. They're still 14-4. They have won 4 in a row in 8 of their last 9. The only game in that stretch of 9 games that they didn't win was the 58-21 loss to Southeast of Saline on their home floor. They're coming off of a win against Hoisington on Saturday, 52-34. And they still have a game left of this season as they look ahead to Friday. They have a big one against Sacred Heart. But right now, I'm sure revenge is on the mind of this group from Ellsworth as they were mildly embarrassed at their place just a couple of weeks ago when Southeast went in and got the victory.
Yeah, everything you said was exactly right. Like, I think it might have been one of the best games we've seen Southeast play in years. I mean, it was almost to perfection. You know, we saw Samuelson go off for 30. You saw the defense play extremely well. Like, everything clicked, and Ellsworth struggled. But don't expect that tonight. This Ellsworth team they're hungry, they're good. This is a team and this is a matchup that I think when the schedules came out for this year, you'd expected this to be the top 2 teams in the league battling for a league title right now. Unfortunately for both of these 2 teams, that battle is going on in Beloit right now with Beloit and Sacred Heart. I mean, they've just sprung on. It's Carly Smith of Beloit that sprung them up to be not only league title contenders, but also state contenders. And then the youth and the guard play from Sacred Heart, the Lees, everything that they're doing right now at Sacred Heart. So those 2 teams are doing something over there. This game is huge for postseason matchups, huge for postseason positioning. This is going to be an absolute battle, but you cannot look back at the score from this previous game to think that's going to be what's going to happen tonight.
I apologize. I said Ellsworth's next game was on Friday against Sacred Heart. That's actually on Thursday, as a lot of teams are playing Thursday games this week and also playing maybe 3 games this week. I know Sacred Heart has 3 games this week, so check your calendars and check your schedules. Make sure everybody's right. Reason for those Thursday games, getting it in before the cutoff for Sub-State that will start next week. So make sure you check your calendars and your schedules. Schedule tonight, a big one in the NCAA. Besides this game, Beloit at Sacred Heart. That can decide a lot on the girls' side of things. Both teams right now with 1 loss in league play. Beloit comes in at 9-1 in the NCAA. Sacred Heart comes in at 8-1, and then Ellsworth behind them at 7-3. Also, Minneapolis out of the league to take on Smith Center. Republic County and Lions are both off. We have video coverage, of course, of Beloit and Sacred Heart for you on SalinaPost.com. You can watch that live or on demand. We also have video coverage tonight of Salina South and Andover Central. Tyler Henry has the call on that. Let's look at this Ellsworth team. Again, the starters, Lainey Peshka, the leading scorer on this team. She's a 1,000-point scorer. The 5'7" senior is really the motor that makes this team run, and when she is off, the whole team seems to be a little bit out of sync. She was held to just 2 points in the game at Ellsworth a couple of weeks ago. Joe Lindsley, a 5'8" senior, also in the starting lineup, along with Josie Kieser, a 5'10" senior. Alexis Moore is the leading rebounder on this team. She also leads the team in blocks, 6' senior. And Elise Haxton rounds out the starting lineup for head coach Craig Batchman. That is 5 seniors for the Ellsworth Bearcats. Again, they come in 14-4. They're winners of 8 of their last 9. That only loss in that 9-game stretch was to Southeast of Saline. That happened at Ellsworth on January 30th. When you look at Southeast of Saline, their starting lineup, it remains the same for tonight. It'll be the 2 sophomores in the backcourt for Shauna Smith. Reese Heinrich, the 5'2" sophomore, 8.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, also 2.5 assists per contest. Kaya Samuelson's the leading scorer on the team. She also leads the team in steals and assists. 5'7" sophomore, Samuelson, 12.5 points a game, also 3 assists on the season. Reagan Duran, a 5'5 junior in the starting lineup as well. 7 points, 4 rebounds for her. And then the 2 seniors in the starting lineup. Sutton Douglas leads the team in rebounding, 6 points, 6 rebounds a game. And Abigail Pearson, a 5'7 senior, 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists per contest. Shauna Smith is assisted by Steve Reedy and Kylie Holmes in her 10th season, leading Southeast of Saline's Lady Trojans. We are just about ready for the jump ball and the start of this one. We'll also have Tyler Smith's Keys to Success, brought to you by New Image Audio. It's all coming up after this final break. Lady Trojan basketball right around the corner here on KINA.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Can-Equip's annual twine and net wrap sales event is on now. Save with preseason pricing on genuine C&H twine for round balers and square balers, small or large. Choose from a variety of proven net wrap like Armor Net, Legacy, Bale Keeper, American Net, and Varsity Net. Maximum length and maximum strength for the performance you expect. See your parts professional for select rebates and ordering at Can-Equip in Solomon.
It's natural to think that insurance is complicated, but at Farmers Agency, we know a thing or two about helping to make it easier by explaining your available coverage options. And with over 25 years of experience in insurance, we can help you through the process step by step. Call Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to learn more today.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 bum. You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back here to the campus of Southeast of Saline High School. Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith as we get ready for this NCAA contest. Should be a good one. Southeast of Saline and Ellsworth went over the starting lineups for you. For Southeast of Saline, it's Heinrich Samuelson along with Douglas, Duran, and Pearson. For Ellsworth, it is Peshka, Lindsley, Kaiser, Moore, and Haxton for the Bearcats. New Image Audio, Keys to Success. Tyler, we talked about the last game, and again, it was just kind of a wide spectrum of Southeast of Saline playing about as well as they have played this season. Might have a couple of games there in the Sterling tournament, but they were coming off of that tournament with a lot of momentum. There's been a couple of eyebrow raisers since that victory for Southeast of Saline. What do you want to see out of the Lady Trojans here tonight?
Devin, I think as you get ready for postseason, you start gearing up. Again, this is a game that I think a lot of us anticipated would have a lot of implications on an NCAA league championship run. It's not happening for either one of these teams. It's not happening for Southeast. Ellsworth has some kind of back road ways maybe they can get there. Tonight it's all about getting your game going in the right way, and it's all about dog points. It's D-A-double-G, all right? D-A-W-G. You got to win the dog points. Dog points, it's turnovers and it's rebounds. You got to play nasty, you got to play ugly, you got to play gross. You got to make sure you create more turnovers than you give up. You got to make sure you grab more rebounds than you give up. It's second chance opportunities. It's eliminating second chance opportunities. It's getting back to Southeast Saline basketball. You talked about those eye-raising losses. And, those losses against good teams, they happen. Kind of got your feet going well against a good Minneapolis team. Didn't shoot the ball well, but still won ugly to get things going in the right directions. There's a lot of basketball ahead of you. If you win the dog points tonight, you got to get them going. It's all about the dog points, and I think this team is there. There's a lot of dogs out there, and it'll be fun to watch them tonight.
Well, if you are going to be a dog, you really don't like cats, whether they're cats, bear cats, regular cats, it doesn't matter. So here comes Ellsworth, dressed in their all-black jerseys, trimmed in red, white numerals, and letters. Southeast of Saline in their white home jerseys, trimmed in purple and black. Reagan Duran will step into the center circle. Her and Alexis Moore will get this one started. Moore wins the tip, and Ellsworth with the basketball to start this game. Glad you could join us for Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. It's brought to you tonight on New Image Audio Senior Night by Ellsworth Tire. Here's a poke and a steal. Kaya Samuelson trying to get the ball scooped up. She finally does. Now fires it back across the court. Pearson has her shot blocked by Moore as that basket attempt was erased, but it will still be Southeast of Saline basketball after the opening possession turnover against Ellsworth.
Yeah, super athletic for Moore, and we saw Moore in a lot of foul trouble in that first matchup right there. Right there she just comes across, and she shows the athleticism, how she can erase a bucket.
Heinrich for three. That won't go. Rebound Moore over the top of Sutton Douglas. Here's a lead pass down the floor. Left-hand side. Ellsworth in attack mode here early. Lindsley turns around. She'll play it to Peshka. There's a backdoor spin cut. They're looking for Haxton. She's not open, though. Heinrich all over her defensively. Would you expect anything else? They try it to the right-hand corner. Now back out. Kieser had it for a second. Now a little step back here by Haxton. Ends up with Kieser now in the keyhole just above the free throw line. Here's a drive. Haxton trying to get all the way to the cup. She's going to lean into Heinrich, and a foul will be called on Reese Heinrich 50 seconds into this game. 7:10 left to go in the first quarter. At least Haxton will step to the free throw line.
And Haxton right there just had the angle, and she just continued to drive to the basket right there. Heinrich has just got to slide over a little bit more. At one point, you just got to stop playing defense and just get to that spot and stop Haxton. She never got there. It's a good foul call from the officials, the first on Heinrich.
Haxton's first free throw is up and good. These two teams had a really entertaining JV game as well. Southeast of Saline squeaked out the victory. Two free throws up and good by Elise Haxton. And the Bearcats from Ellsworth on the board here early, leading 2-0. Heinrich brings it down the floor. She floats to the left, has the ball poked away, and then off her foot and out of bounds. So a turnover on each side, and Ellsworth now will get it back from Southeast of Saline, leading by 2.
Yeah, and right there, it looked like Reese was dribbling the basketball with the left hand. Peshka gets the hand on it, just goes off of Heinrich's foot. It's a good defense from Peshka.
Peshka, elbow jumper on the left-hand side. That started their offense. That was their offense. And now a rebound that was momentarily touched by two players. It was never in a dual possession, but the official will argue with me on that. He blows the whistle. Arrow will keep it with Southeast of Saline. Pearson had that rebound clean.
Yeah, and that's going to be a difficult thing tonight, right? Like, how do you handle the officials calling, because it's two super physical, two super strong teams. It looked like Pearson had that rebound clean. Nevertheless, that's alternate possession.
Here's Pearson inside. She was wide open. Duran gave her the ball, and I think Abba had no idea she was that open. It was a blown coverage by Ellsworth, but missing the shot, Southeast of Saline comes away empty. 2-0 Ellsworth. They dodged a bullet there, and they get the ball back. Still pitching a shutout over a minute and a half into this game. Here's Haxton again on a drive. Big steps down the left-hand side. Pearson gets the rebound on the miss, and this time a rebounding foul will be called on the officials as Haxton reaching in on Pearson.
So a lot of times when you grab rebounds, you're taught how to put that ball up, and Pearson's super good at that. That's why she ripped that first rebound away. That the officials, we didn't agree with that call. Right there, she did a good job ripping it away, gets a foul call on Haxton.
Here's Douglas at the elbow, left-hand side, turns around, shovel pass back to Samuelson. Kaya now looking for help. She'll go to Reagan Duran. Duran wants to drive. She takes big steps down the right-hand side, and they're going to say she is fouled, and free throws coming up. Reagan Duran steps to the free throw line after the second Ellsworth foul of the night. Lindsley will get this one, her first.
Yeah, and right there, I love the move from Duran, just getting it with the big jump stop. She missed the first free throw. But if you remember back to that first match, it was a lot of backdoor cuts that just torched Ellsworth. You're seeing them, they're a lot more, and they're a lot more defensively sound. They're not letting that backdoor cut happen. You just got to continue to run through the offense. So that second free throw's missed. That looks to be a foul.
Duran missed them both, and somehow this ends up being a jump ball as Moore and Douglas bring it down. Moore was on the backside of Sutton Douglas. They call it a dual possession, though, and that's two plays now. Early on here, Tyler, we're seeing Southeast is going to have to do a better job getting a body on Alexis Moore.
Without a doubt. Alexis Moore is super athletic. She can do things like that. If you're not going to call a foul, then she's just going to have a heyday. Because she's more athletic than everybody else out there, she can jump out of the gym. But, yeah, you've got to get bodies on her, which we've seen. But if fouls aren't going to be called, it's more of a body you got to put into her.
Ball poked out of bounds. They were looking down low, an open Bearcat, but it's knocked out of bounds by Kaya Samuelson. 5:42 left to go. We're just underway now. A 5-second call. Southeast of Saline's defense gets it right back as Elise Haxton unable to inbound the basketball. 2 turnovers now for Ellsworth here in the early going.
And already this looks like kind of what I thought more of that first Southeast Ellsworth game was going to look like. Just 2 really good defenses with a bunch of athletes running around, just making sure everybody's checked up, fighting after loose balls.
Backdoor look to Samuelson. She didn't like it, got buried, ends up pulling it back around. Duran, Pearson for 3. She got it. Abigail Pearson puts Southeast of Saline up by 1.
Yeah, Pearson had everything lined up right there. The ball movement was there, perfect. Nobody was there on her. Great finish from Pearson.
Ellsworth trying to answer. They cannot. It's a missed three by Josie Kieser. Here comes Southeast back the other way. 5:07 left to go. Pearson nearly lost the basketball. She came across half court. She'll play it into the hands of Heinrich. Now to the right. Samuelson with it. She's going to step back in the keyhole. 16-footer. Rims off, no good. Fight for the rebound on the floor. And it's going to go out of bounds. And the two officials confer. They're going to say Ellsworth basketball. Looks like that's the right call as Sutton Douglas lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, Douglas, again, good job. A lot of contact down there. Just put more of a body in people, but Douglas does a good job going up there. Ball unfortunately deflects off her foot to Ellsworth.
Taryn gets the first sub of the game. She will replace Kaya Samuelson to get Kaya her first break as we are 3 minutes into this game. Also, Charlotte Knopf coming to the table as well, but she'll have to wait. Here's Moore attacking the rim. Right-hand side, pulls up on Douglas. That's no good. Sutton with the box out, and she'll grab the rebound. Here comes Southeast down the right-hand sideline, leading 3-2. Pearson works it back to the middle of the floor. Now plays it to Heinrich. Heinrich with a little ball fake. Now she plays it at the shins of Duran, but Duran digs it out. Ends up with Taryn Getz on the right. Here's Getz now, one dribble to nowhere. She'll play it to Pearson on the skip. Down deep post, entry to Douglas. Sutton trying the reverse. Overshot it over the rim, but Pearson there to get it. Out to Duran for three. Reagan on the three. Reagan Duran missed her 2 free throws, but got the three, and Southeast is up 6-2.
And Devin, when Duran caught that basketball, she had Getz to her right side. Getz is wanting the basketball, just earning for it, like salivating, wanting the basketball, but Duran knew that she had everything set up. She drills the three. I love that confidence from the junior Reagan Duran.
Entry pass in low. Kieser missed this one. Rebound Southeast. Here comes Pearson with it, sprinting up the floor. She's going to slow down now, tap the break, go right by the defender. It's blocked though inside. Kieser got it back for Ellsworth on the block.
Yeah, good defense from Kieser. As that change of pace happened, Kieser just stayed right there, gets the hand up. It's a good block from Ellsworth.
Southeast leading 6-2, 3:38 left to go here in the opening quarter. Ellsworth with the basketball. Here's Peshka with it. She gets herself into trouble. But now she finds Lindsley down along the baseline. Here's Joe on the drive. That shot up no good. Gets inside fighting for the rebound. Has it for Southeast of Saline. Here comes Taryn Getz leading a 3-on-3. She's going to slow it up and wait to set offense. Ends up with Durant. Reagan wide open here, not interested in this time. Though, now over to Pearson. Abba wants to drive. Little pump fake inside. Now she plays it back out. Getz, she'll re-entry it here on the left-hand side to Douglas. Her shot blocked by Moore. There's no money to be made in there right now as far as Alexis Moore being a defender and no fouls. And a timeout called early here by Ellsworth. Craig Batchman wants to talk about it. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll step away as well. It's a quick 30-second, 2:57 left to go here in the first quarter. Southeast leads up by 4 on KINA.
Farmers, it's time to start planning for the 2026 planting season, and Phillips Seed is here to help you pick the best genetics for your operation. From top-performing corn hybrids and high-yield soybean varieties to proven milo varieties and advanced seed treatments, we focus on products that perform where you farm, backed by local testing and proven on-farm performance. Phillips Seed helps get your crops off to a strong start. Visit phillipsseed.com and find us on Facebook or X. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Just inside 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. 6-2 is our score. Southeast of Saline on a little 6-0 run after they started out Ellsworth with 2 free throws. That's all the Bearcats have right now on their offense. They will start out here out of the timeout. Kick it out for a 3. That's weak, no good. Ball on the floor went right by Charlotte Knopf and Abbott Pearson, and it's picked up by Ellsworth. Nearly stolen away on the long pass. Durant almost had it. Now a foul will be called here on Southeast of Saline. It's their second foul of the quarter, and it will belong to Reagan Durant.
You're right there. Durant just goes for the steal, comes back. It looks like the foul could have been on Samuelson or Durant. They're going to give Durant her first. A lot of times if you make the mistake defensively, you'd like to see that foul called on that person. It's a good job from the officials from our perspective.
Peshka drives off the pump fake, gets inside the paint. She's able to go up and score. First field goal of the game belongs to Ellsworth. Here's Taryn, gets in transition. 3 ball won't go down. Battle for the rebound. A Ellsworth player falls down. That's good hustle by Kelly Rodriguez. And now the break starts for the Bearcats. They'll kick it out. A 3-pointer left-hand side. Peshka trying to go back-to-back. She cannot. And now Reagan Durant slams on the brakes and avoids a 1-on-4 break.
Yeah, wise move, right? Veteran move from Durant. Saw 1-on-4. I think in her younger days we're going to see her run there, throw up some slot. Maybe something good happens, maybe something doesn't. She holds the ball back.
Samuelson on a three from the left wing. That's no good. Rebound again by Alexis Moore inside. Here comes Ellsworth with it. Kinley Place. She gives it up. And a foul called on a driving Bearcat to the free throw line will go Lainey Peshka. She'll shoot 2. Foul will go against Charlotte Knopf, her first for Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, a little touch foul from Knopf right there. And you can see a concerted effort from Ellsworth trying to drive the ball to the bucket. They're not settling for outside shots. They're getting their playmakers going downhill, trying to get them, going to the bucket as Peshka goes, draws the foul right there, hits her first free throw. That's where you're going to be successful against this defense. You can't just shoot the perimeter shots. You're going to get attacked. Peshka drives to the bucket, foul on Knopf.
Both free throws by Lainey Peshka up and good. Peshka already has twice as many points than what she had in the first meeting between these two teams back at the end of January. She was held to 2 points that evening. She has 4 right now, and the game is tied at 6. Southeast of Saline running a 1-4 high set here. Everybody across the free throw line extended. Samuelson has it. A gambling defender for Ellsworth. Can't get there. Skip pass, gets that ball from three-point land. Angles off to the right and misses. Rebound taken in by Lindsley and the Bearcats. 87 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. There's a drive to the right-hand side. Good switching defense there by Southeast of Saline. Now, Kari Place is buried in the corner. Loses the basketball, and it will stay here with Ellsworth.
And it's one thing if we remember from Ellsworth, it's Kari Place's just kind of her swag and her attitude right there. She saw that she was in the corner. Things could come at her. There was no trap coming, but she just throws the ball off Samuelson, keeps possession with Ellsworth.
Lindsley has it. She'll play it back to Kari Place, who ran completely across the court that time after inbounding on one side. Place, little step back. Looked like she wanted to shoot the three. Now she plays it back out to Moore. Bullet pass inside to Rodriguez. She fell down, but she'll get it out. Now a ball fake and a strip by Taryn Getz. Shot clock goes off. They're going to call a foul here. Oh, my goodness. And they're going to call it on Getz. I was going to say, let's see who they call it on. Taryn tied that basketball up clean as day, and the shot clock was going off.
Yeah.
But somehow Ellsworth ends up with the possession.
Really unfortunate for Southeast. Shot clock's going off. You see the tied possession. The worst possible scenario of foul call on Getz.
Wow. Rodriguez has it on the left-hand side as Ellsworth continues to play with the possession here after that gift. Here's Peshka with it on the left-hand side. Take a couple of dribbles. She plays it back out. Now a ball out of control, up and out of bounds, and maybe your makeup call there as Southeast will get it.
And hear this all the time. You want calls to go for you in the second half, not necessarily in the first half.
I've been told, though, there's no such thing as a makeup call.
Yeah, I've been told that as well.
Yeah.
However, that was a tough call against Southeast.
Samuelson behind her back. Some fancy dribbling now between the legs. As she looks to the left-hand side, Heinrich has it. Maybe the final possession here for Southeast. There's a difference of about 2 seconds between shot and game clock. Ball on the floor. Pearson fishes it out. Now it goes to Getz. Taryn is fouled and knocked to the court. Taryn Getz found. She just felt that defense was out of commission and just out of position. And, boy, she went right at the cup and was able to get fouled and get to the free throw line.
Devin, if you're watching on Salina Post right now, watch. So Sutton Douglas makes a backdoor pass to Abigail Pearson, and she didn't like the pass she made. She goes diving in like swan dives for the basketball to try to tie it up. That knocks the ball loose, creates this opportunity for Taryn. But what Sutton did right there, just understanding she made a pass that wasn't as crisp as she wanted to, just goes diving, full send, as the kids would say, to knock that basketball loose.
Kieser with the foul. Getz makes both of the free throws. So Taryn Getz now becomes the third Lady Trojan to score. She has 2 points. 8-6, Southeast of Saline back up. 10 seconds left to go. Closing out the first quarter. Here's a leaner by Peshka. No good. Douglas has it. Southeast has a chance. Taryn Getz has it. She has to go retreat, though, to Douglas. Now to Pearson. Abba's going to pull up at the buzzer. Overshot it. And that will be our score at the end of the first. 8-6. Southeast of Saline leading it as we go to the second quarter. Radio broadcast on KINA. Live stream video tonight on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
Lily Pad Septic.
Oh, hi. I've got a big night planned for Valentine's Day. Candles, dinner, string quartet, and I'm proposing.
Aw, that's amazing.
Yeah, unless this septic smell ruins it. There's a funk in the yard.
Ugh, you're right to call. Cole.
I'm on it, Callie.
The freakishly fast rock.
Hello, sir. Love is in the air, but so is sulfur.
I was going to pop the question on Valentine's Day.
She'd remember it, but just not for the right reasons. I'll jump in and see what's going on.
Cole asked me out for the first time on Valentine's Day.
Well, I hope my proposal goes as well as Cole's did.
Your tank's full, sir, and your drain field's squishy. She deserves a sparkling ring and a clean tank. I've got to tell Callie.
Come home safe, Flush.
If you need a flush in a rush, call Lily Pat Septic.
Lily Pat Septic. Thank you both. Wish me luck.
Callie, give me a kiss.
So you can turn back into Cole?
Nope, because I love you.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
8-6 as we start second quarter action. Welcome back to Southeast of Saline High School. It is senior night. Senior recognition brought to you by New Image Audio. Pearson with it for Southeast of Saline. Tried to thread the needle inside to Duran. Now the ball springs free after Ellsworth appeared. They had it. Douglas on the left-hand side puts up a shot. That's no good. Then it's rebounded on the backside by Reagan Hansen for the Bearcats.
Yeah, just a bunch of quick passes. Maybe just take a little bit of a second, understand what's going on. Defenses, they're flying around, but all of a sudden if you just take that pause, and we talk about pace of play, just let them fly around, go to that back door, you might have a better chance.
There's a drive by Lindsley from the top of the key. She puts a shot up. It goes in off the backboard. It will not count as the foul was called on Sutton Douglas. And for Douglas, that is her first. There has been 5 fouls called so far on Southeast of Saline, but nobody has more than 1, so they are spreading them out. Here's Hansen inside, trying to throw it back out. She does. Now she gets it right back, trying to work on Douglas. Good defense by Sutton and a turnover. 3 turnovers for Ellsworth. Here comes Pearson with it down the center of the floor. She'll float to the right, play into the hands of Heinrich. Now to Samuelson. Samuelson's 0 for 2 to start this game. She scored 30 against Ellsworth in the first meeting. Here's Duran inside and the assist to Reese Heinrich. Heinrich just dropped a dime on Reagan Duran, who has 5.
Oh, beautiful catch from Duran. I mean, anytime you're catching a ball right there as a perimeter player coming through, it's got to take a good catch. It's exactly what Duran did. Caught the ball high, finished high. Good finish from the junior.
Moore tried setting up the up and under on Sutton Douglas, but Heinrich was there to dislodge that play. Now Ellsworth settles for a wild shot off the board. No good. Douglas, another rebound. Heinrich transition 3 from the corner. Count it! Reese Heinrich, her first bucket of the night, and it's a tray from the right side.
Oh, when we talk about Duran's bucket of the previous possession, it's because of the pass from Heinrich, just on the money, on the spot right there. She's rewarded with her own bucket.
Ellsworth trying to answer. It's an air ball. Douglas has it, and she'll play it on an underhand pass to Pearson. 13-6, good start here for Southeast of Saline to start the second quarter. They're starting it on a 5-0 run. Total it all up together, it's a 7-0 run. Here's a ball that springs free. Heinrich, though, gets it right back. Now she's going to drive. Knock to the court again. Duran has it. Wide open Samuelson on the opposite side. That's going to miss. And the rebound by Moore. She's knocked to the ground. Now a loose ball into the backcourt. Pearson chases it down first. Good hustle there by Abigail Pearson. Here's Heinrich for 3. Off the heel, no good. Trying to get her own rebound. She does. Saves it to Pearson.
Devin, this entire possession from Reese, I mean, she's had so much contact, no complaints. She's just been rocking through it. She's developed so many more opportunities for Southeast. Ellsworth gets a rebound, but she was fouled multiple times, no call. They continue to keep the ball. She just fought hard. That stuff continues. It's going to add on. It's going to help you out later in this game.
Step back from the right-hand elbow, no good. Douglas cleans the glass once again. Here comes Southeast. Neither team shooting very well, but right now, Southeast doing a little bit more. Here's a ball that's out for grabs. Pearson has to give her body up for it. Now it's on the floor. Samuelson comes in and tries to get it, and the arrow is going to give it to Southeast of Saline. That was a ball that looked like it slipped out of Kaya's hands to begin with and started that Keystone Cops fray.
Yeah, it did. It looked like just a lot of fatigue. You know, anytime you have 5 chances offensively, that means you're battling your tail off to try to get offensive rebounds. It's a lot of work. You come back down, you play defense, you get the basketball back. A lot of fatigue right there in possession. You just got to control things and slow things down, pass the ball around, make the defense work harder than you're working.
Ellsworth gets it back now after the Southeast turnover. It was the second for the Lady Trojans. Now a ball that's poked away. Heinrich trying to save it. She does, but it's into the hands of the Bearcats. And a three-pointer leashed off that, and it's good. Elise Haxton taking advantage of that. As she gets a three-pointer, that'll stop the run for Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, and we haven't seen any flow from this Ellsworth offense yet, but Haxton right there just finds a loose ball after a lot of hustle plays, from both teams to keep that ball alive. Haxton just buries the three.
Getz has it right-hand side. Now she'll go to Samuelson. Kyle wants to drive. Gets into traffic. Hard off the window. Duran trying to get it on the weak side. Cannot. And here comes Ellsworth once again. We are already almost halfway through the second quarter of action. 4:08 left to go here in the second period. Deep post entry to Moore. Knopf is there. She bothers the shot, cleans up the rebound off the miss. Charlotte Knopf again being that regulator on the inside. Here's Heinrich. Nobody picks her up. At late, she's going to get tripped as an Ellsworth Bearcat was sprinting over there to not allow the wide open layup from Reese. And Heinrich will go to the free throw line and shoot two.
Yeah, Kinley Place is going to be called for that foul. But it's been one of those situations. We haven't seen Heinrich or Samuelson bring the basketball up much. We've seen Abigail Pearson do it because when Abigail brings it up, it's usually Alexis Moore that's guarding her. You're just going to take her away from the paint. First free throw goes. But with Abba out of the game, it kind of changes who's bringing the basketball up. And again, that's what Abba can do. She can bring the basketball up, but it's going to pull your best post player out of the paint, allow you to do more things down low. Right there, nobody picked up Reese. She just continued to go to the bucket.
Heinrich gets both free throws. She has 5 in the quarter. Veda Durfee checked in between those two free throws. She'll replace Knopf. 3:49 left to go. Second quarter. Here's a near steal by Duran. Ellsworth spinning off the defender, and Kieser puts her first basket up and in.
That's a big shot. If you can continue to hit that baseline jumper, that baseline 10-footer off a press, you're going to be really successful.
Samuelson on the kick out from Durfee. She got it to go. Top of the key. Kaya Samuelson with her first points of the night. Back to a 7-point Southeast of Saline lead. They have led by 7 on 3 different occasions. 3:19 left to go here before the intermission. Deep post entry again by Moore. Durfee was there. She might have got a bit of a deflection, but it doesn't matter. Moore's going to score and collect the foul. She'll step to the free throw line and try to complete the 3-point play.
Yeah, so Durfee's got a tough job there, right? She's at the front of the press. She's got to come back and find Moore and then get that up. She's just a little bit late on Moore. She gets there, gets the body into Moore, and Moore's so good, so athletic, goes up, finishes the shot, and gets herself to the free throw line.
First foul on Veda. Moore to the free throw line, and she got it. 3-point play by Alexis Moore. 18-14, our score. Taryn Getz has it, ball above her head, right-hand wing. Now around from Duran. Duran throws a silly pass over to Samuelson, but the layup sped up and missed by Ellsworth. Duran gets the rebound. Now her pass is deflected. Back-to-back turnovers by Southeast of Saline. Ellsworth has it back to the left-hand side. Peshka fires a 3. That's no good. And another rebound by Reagan Duran. She's in an Ellsworth trap right now. Ellsworth, the Bearcats, Tyler, coming after the rebounds, trying to trap quickly.
Hey, props to Duran. Made a couple mistakes on there. Oh, might have got away with the travel right there, but she continued to fight, didn't hang her head, got the ball back for Southeast.
3 consecutive turnovers by Southeast, but they get it back. Heinrich has it out to Samuelson for 3. That won't go down. Duran, another rebound. Boy, the Ellsworth crowd in front of them just putting their hands on their heads. They can't believe it right now. 50-50 balls are not a problem for Southeast in this game thus far.
No, those dog points, right? We haven't seen them play extremely well at all. We've seen them play pretty poorly, Southeast, but they're winning the dog points, keeping them in the game.
Samuelson had a nifty move, went behind her back on Peshka, pulled up at the free throw line, but had it blocked, and here comes the Bearcats back the other way. A three-pointer in transition is up and good. Josie Kieser with a three-pointer, and a timeout will be called. 2 minutes left to go in the half. It's a 1-point game. Southeast of Saline has a 30-second timeout. We'll step away. It's a quick timeout as Southeast leads it by 1 here on KINA.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
2 minutes exactly left to go here in the second quarter. Don't forget, we'll talk to Francis Flax at halftime. Also give you a recap from the first half And check the area scoreboard. 18-17. Southeast of Saline leads it by 1. Reese Heinrich out there with Abba Pearson, Sutton Douglas, also Kaya Samuelson and Taryn Getz. Samuelson had the ball. She'll swing it around to Heinrich. Now to Pearson on the left-hand side. Douglas will have it. She'll swing it back the other way. Here's a deep post entry on a cut by Pearson. Pearson didn't use the backboard, shot it over the rim, got her own rebound, but the official on the baseline called her for a traveling violation.
And we need to read the rules, I guess. I don't understand the traveling violation right there. I mean, Pearson grabs the basketball while she's on the floor. She starts dribbling, trying to get up. Travel call, something we couldn't see from this angle. Right now, Southeast cannot continue to turn the ball over like that. Just get more controlled. Fell in love with the backdoor cuts, in this first game. You got to now go back into the flow, and if the backdoor cuts aren't there, just let the offense roll until they are.
And Ellsworth is going to give it right back on their third turnover of the quarter. Southeast of Saline had a 7-point lead, but since then, they have had 5 consecutive turnovers down the floor. You can't score the ball when you don't have it, right?
Yeah, and uncharacteristic. I mean, the defense has been really good from Ellsworth. At some point, just got to slow down and hold on to the basketball, get yourself to the rim.
Douglas with it, high post, dribbles into a double team, loses the basketball. 6 consecutive turnovers. Here comes Ellsworth, trying to get it down the floor. They run into Reagan Duran, and she was there on a spot. Reagan Duran slid over, got herself right in the path of the ball handler, and took the charge on Elise Haxton. Haxton will get her second foul.
Yeah, props to Haxton for going to the rack right there. I thought Haxton did a good job. I think Southeast very fortunate to get that call on Haxton. I don't know if Duran's feet were set. Regardless, she's putting herself there. It's a good job from Reagan Duran.
1 minute left to go. Duran with it. She'll swing it around. Pearson ends up with a free throw line extended on the left-hand side. Man-to-man defense being played by Ellsworth here again. Douglas with it. She's watching a couple of cutters. Duran goes through the lane with no production. Now Heinrich has it. She's going to cross over, get into a Ellsworth defender, and a blocking foul will be called on the Bearcats.
Devin, you're seeing just 2 really good coach teams, right? You can't just continue to go off your normal offense, off your normal flow.
Oh,
right?
they're
going to say, they immediately called the foul on the floor. So you're going to have to go with the baseline inbounds play here. You got to do stuff, off platform right there. And Heinrich did a good job getting herself to the rack.
Reese looked at a 3. Now she'll give it up extra pass. Samuelson, her 3 will not go. Pearson has it out to Duran. Reagan will drive. Play it back out to Abba. 33 seconds left to go. There is a difference of about 2 seconds between shot and game clock. Southeast of Saline. Heinrich inside to Douglas. Douglas can't get that to go, and Duran pulls it back out. Southeast can play for 1 shot here. Pearson recognized that. Will bring it back out. So Southeast will have the last say with 13 seconds left to go here in the first half. Pearson with it up top. She'll float to the left. Clock down to 8. Heinrich has it now. She'll swing it right to Samuelson. Now a skip pass over to Reese. She'll fire the 3, and it is off the backboard and good! Reese Heinrich drills it off the window, and Southeast of Saline will have a 4-point lead as they go to the locker room at halftime.
Devin, you talk about Beloit, Sacred Heart, 2 big losses, 2 games that we saw horrible clock management from the Southeast team. Something it's normally a strength right there. Let's see how massive that 3-point bucket was from Heinrich.
We are at halftime. It's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. 21-17 is our score. Southeast of Saline takes the momentum into the locker room. When we come back, we'll check stats from the first half. We'll also have a conversation with Francis Flack, see what's going on with Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball in anticipation for their game tonight. Lady Trojans lead here at the break, 21-17 on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top-quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and-soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats. highlights, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Reese Heinrich with a 3 right at the buzzer as we close out the first half. She leads all scorers with 8 points and a 21-17 lead for Southeast of Saline. Time now to look ahead to game number 2 of our Trojan doubleheader tonight here on senior night. Southeast of Saline guys will take on the Ellsworth Bearcats in the second meeting of the season. Let's look back, though, and see what the thoughts are of Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Their game against Minneapolis on Friday night, 68-61, and a relatively high-scoring affair. And this was a game that, Coach, Minneapolis had a big second quarter on you. You went through one of those droughts, and the whole quarter just kind of had trouble scoring, and you go out in the locker room down by double digits, but you come out and you start chipping away. You get this game as close to 3 points at one time. What did you see in this contest when you look back on it?
Well, first of all, you don't like to lose. That's number one. Minneapolis was extremely hot in that game. It seemed like about everything they put up went in. They got a lot of rolls, and we had that bugaboo that we've had, and just watching the JV game just finish and the C team game, it's the same at every level. We cannot finish around the rim for some reason, and that is really frustrating, because it's not that we don't do every kind of a layup you can think of in practice. So it's just a mental thing. But yeah, I was disappointed in the loss, obviously. A lot of points to give up to a team that averages about 40 a game. And, we had the opportunity. You said we cut it to 3. We had a right at the bucket to cut it to 1 and miss. And they come down and hit a 3. And then that's a tough mental thing to overcome when you miss one at the rim and they come down and hit a 3.
And it hurts even more because, you just get this feeling, right? And we're assuming here, but you get the feeling you get the lead away from them. They're not getting it back. That's just kind of the way the momentum was going. But you're right. You could hear all the air come out of the building of the comeback once you missed that shot there at the rim. What'd you like in this game? I know offensively it's been a little clunky since Gannon's come back, right? It's like some guys are looking to him to do certain things. He's not ready to do certain things. He's doing the best he can. And his job to start out with was a facilitator. His first game back, he had 6 assists. Has that been kind of a learning issue for your team, too, welcoming him back in?
Well, I think so. And, we're trying to get him more involved now. We're doing a few sets where he's going to have the ball more than he had at the first couple games that he played for us. And we need him. He's got to do stuff. And he doesn't have to be scoring double figures.
Yeah.
But he has to make everybody around him better. And when he's got the ball, the first game that he played against Ellsworth at their place, every time he got the ball, man, couldn't wait till he'd pass it to us,
Yeah.
And now we're kind of getting stagnant and wondering what he's going to do.
This is the only team that has seen Gannon Jacobson twice this year. As you said, his first game back was against Ellsworth at their place. It was a victory for Southeast of Saline. What'd you learn in that game that you can maybe transfer here in this contest here tonight?
Well, there's 2 things. The ball's going to go to 2 players 80% of the time. Goss is going to have it, and McGowan's going to have it. And those 2 complement each other very well. I watched their game against Hoisington on Saturday, and those 2 were phenomenal. 20 and 15, I think, is what 2 of them shot for points. We just, it's the same thing. They got 2 outstanding players, and the rest of them are role players.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have to take their outstanding players away and not let the role players get too involved.
What do you want to see most from your guys tonight? Obviously it's make those shots at the rim and score those points in the paint. But other than that, what do you want to see from your Trojans?
We just want to be able to execute and get good looks almost every possession. We don't turn it over that much.
Yeah.
We're a team that doesn't turn the ball over that much. So if you count that with the things that we miss at the rim and the free throws we miss early in games, shucks, a lot of games would be different.
Yep, absolutely. Looking forward to it. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, he's the head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight in a rematch with the Ellsworth Bearcats, trying to get a sweep on the Bearcats here in this season. We are at halftime of the girls' game. 21-17, Southeast of Saline leads it by 4. Reese Heinrich hitting a 3 right before the buzzer to end the first half. See if Southeast can carry that momentum when we come back. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Back with more Lady Trojan basketball here on KINA.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply at srhc.com. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center. We take care of you so you can care for others.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
When your feet start slipping on that snow or ice, it's not so nice. So if you don't want to fall, take my advice. Call Sage Products in Salina. With Snowplow Ice Melt, that sheet of ice and snow that's causing all those troubles disappears so fast. Now you never have to worry about busting your booty. Snowplow Ice Melt from Sage is the best you can get, and it is 100% non-toxic to children, pets, and vegetation. Call Sage Products or visit us at sageselects.com.
This is Jeff with Vanderbilt in Salina. Ladies, your men have been buying Carhartt clothes from us for years, and we have appreciated that, and thank you. We have something for you. We have women's Carhartt jackets, hoodies, sweatshirts, and coats, some for work, some for fashion. Come see us for your Carhartt needs and check out our other ladies' lines of clothing. I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Work boots and Vanderbilt. You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith getting ready for third quarter action. Southeast of Saline leads it 21-17, leading all scorers right now as Reese Heinrich, the sophomore, has 8 points. All of those came in the second quarter of play. Reagan Duran has 5, 3 for Kaya Samuelson, 3 for Abigail Pearson, and 2 for Taryn Getz. Ellsworth right now, all 5 of their starters carrying the scoring load. They've had 4 of their 5 starters score no bench points thus far. They have 5 points from Kieser, 5 points from Haxton, 4 points for Peshka, and 3 points from Alexis Moore. Southeast of Saline with 7 turnovers, Ellsworth with 5. 21-17 our halftime score. Southeast of Saline 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Ellsworth yet to miss. They are 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Tyler, an interesting first half. I think it played out kind of like what we expected the first game to play out, although it didn't. But here we are 2 quarters in, and I think we're set up for a good down-the-stretch run here, aren't we?
Yeah, Devin, it's that postseason feel. It's that sub-state feel, right? This is exactly what you expect. It's 2 teams that are very well coached, a lot of talent on the court. The game looks ugly. I'm sure if you're watching the game, you're thinking these teams aren't very good. They're not very good right now offensively because you're seeing so much, like it's the defense. It's knowing where people are going to be. It's understanding, what each team's trying to do. It's going to be the dog points that lead to this second, who wins this second half. And with a 4-point lead right now from Southeast, you got to continue to stay on it. Reese Heinrich has been winning a lot of those dog points, lead scorer now for Southeast. This last 16 minutes is going to be fun.
Southeast will start out with the basketball. It will be Heinrich. She will deal it to the right to Samuelson. Kaya, little pick and roll opportunity here with Pearson. Pearson's going to put it up from 15, and she drains it. Abigail Pearson gets things started for Southeast here in the third quarter.
And sometimes a difficult shot, right? Everything's gone. The defense already rolled by. Your rhythm's gone. She just sees that nobody's on her. The defense didn't respect the shot, drains the 15-footer.
23-17. It's back to a 6-point Southeast lead. Here's a poke by Pearson. Nearly got it away from Alexis Moore, as now she is assigned to Moore defensively inside. Here's Peshka tripping, and they're going to call a foul on Duran.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be on Duran or Heinrich. Yeah, Duran. Gosh. Yeah, unfortunately, it just looks like Peshka got her feet tied up. You know, there's got to be a whistle, either a travel or a foul. They call the foul on Duran, her second.
2 fouls now on Reagan Duran. She is the first one wearing a white jersey on Southeast of Saline's team that has 2 fouls, and now a 5-second call on Southeast of Saline's defense. So that's their second time they've earned that in this game.
And that's abnormal. I mean, Haxton's a very heady player. I mean, she understands the game. We talk about this, this senior-led Ellsworth team. That's 2 5-second violations they've had called against them because of this defense.
Here's a bullet pass by Samuelson. She was trying to lead Heinrich, who was the cutter, down low, and those two could not connect. And the ball goes out of bounds, and Southeast will give it right back to the Bearcats.
And I like this leadership right there. When I say leadership, it's 2 sophomores. Heinrich knew she made a bad pass. She immediately runs over to Heinrich, say, "It's on me. We'll get this figured out." Cause a lot of times when you're the one, trailing and you're not doing it, nobody knows what's going on. Samuelson goes immediately to Heinrich, say, "We got this next time."
23-17. Moore wanting it down low. Pearson, though, guarding her from the back to maybe putting a hand around front, mixing up those Ellsworth guards. Now they get it inside to Moore. She floats to the basket, can't get it. Pearson with the stop, Douglas with the rebound. Sutton nearly got ran over by Bearcats, retreating back to the other end. Heinrich has it on the right wing now in front of the Southeast of Saline bench. She'll play it top of the circle to Samuelson. Now back to Heinrich on the right-hand side. Douglas down low, takes a couple of dribbles, kicks it back out. Samuelson has it now back to the middle of the floor. 6:19 left to go, third quarter. They get it into Douglas. She's in a double team, and Alexis Moore takes it away. Here comes Moore down the floor. Samuelson strips it, though, at the rim. It will go out of bounds, but stay with Ellsworth here. Good play by Samuelson on defense.
Well, it was Duran and Samuelson that were leading the defensive charge right there for Southeast. And Duran just peels off, and Samuelson just crafty flips the basketball away, to prevent an easy layup.
Haxton with a guarded 3. Heinrich right there with a hand in her face. It misses, and Douglas will collect the rebound. Sutton having a big night on the boards. Here's Heinrich with it. Pump fake. She'll get into the trees, put a shot up. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Heinrich's not giving up on it. It's going to be pulled out, though, by Peshka. There comes Lainey Peshka. She'll stop just shy of the half-court stripe and set the offense. Now she'll cross over quickly, go to the left-hand side to Haxton. Haxton with a quick twitch move. Now she throws a wild turnaround at the backboard. That's no good, and a foul called.
I believe on Douglas. And you hate to see that. I mean, Heinrich does such a good job. She's guarding Peshka up top. All of a sudden, the handoff comes. She switches well. Really good defense. Oh, my goodness. Just Southeast caught off guard right there.
Southeast getting lost on defense. Peshka wide open on the right-hand side. Puts it off the window easily. Now back down to Douglas. She scores down low on the left block. Sutton Douglas took that power bounce and got her first bucket of the night.
But the work was done before Sutton got the basketball. She had herself in position. That power dribble just got herself in better position. Great job just flying down the court after that, odd basket that Ellsworth got, catching Southeast, off guard. She got down the bucket. Good job.
Again, a wide open Bearcat for Ellsworth. This time they miss. Southeast getting lost on defense. That time it was Lindsley who was standing wide open down low, but she was unable to convert.
Well, Devin, I think Heinrich has a foot issue right now. She looked like maybe a shoe fell off or something going on right there. See a good play from Ellsworth.
They go back to Douglas inside, but Alexis Moore there for Ellsworth defensively gets the block and the strip. Boy, she is fantastic down low, and unfortunately for Southeast of Saline, she has not gotten into foul trouble like she was in the first meeting. Here's a shot inside. That goes off the rim on the right-hand side, and then 2 Southeast players there knock it out of bounds, and it will stay with Ellsworth. Summon Charlotte Knopf and Taryn Getz off the bench for Southeast of Saline. Also, Kenley Place comes in for Ellsworth.
Yeah, and Heinrich's pointing at her right foot. She's hobbling off a little bit. I don't know if a shoe fell off. She twisted an ankle. But I think that was where the miscommunication was on that last shot opportunity from Ellsworth.
Approaching the halfway mark of the third quarter. Still a 6-point Southeast of Saline lead. There's not a lot of scoring in this game, and now we're going to have an offensive foul on a moving screen called against Ellsworth as Josie Kieser collects the foul. It's her second. Turnover number 2 for the Bearcats.
And both these defenses just fly around. I mean, nothing's easy. You got to set strong screens. You can't get caught off, setting illegal screens. The officials have been on it. These defenses are just playing super physical, super strong. It's going to create situations like that.
Duran with it. Now she'll dribble drive handoff to Getz. 3 players now involved in that. Samuelson lost it. Had to roll, though, and save that ball back out to Taryn Getz. This Ellsworth defense has been pretty good tonight. They've created a lot of chaos just like that. 4:07 left to go here in the third. Heinrich maybe went to the locker room, now is back out onto the bench. Shot clock rolling down to 5. Gets wide open, right wing, fires a 3. It comes up short, no good. And Moore with the rebound for the Bearcats.
Yeah, short clock right there, but you love that shot from Getz. Anytime Getz gets that much real estate, she's got to go up. Oh.
There's a leaner at the bucket. Knopf just a half step slow getting there. And Haxton is able to take the contact and flip it up with the left hand. And the free throw opportunity coming up in a three-point play for Elise Haxton.
And we've seen Haxton attack the rim multiple times. Duran drew the charge on Haxton in transition earlier on in the basketball game. Haxton is the exact same thing right there. You're exactly right, Knopf. Just a step late. Gets the contact with a good finish from Haxton.
Haxton's free throw up and good. Elise Haxton, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. That cuts the Southeast lead in half, 25-22. Here's a ball now. It's poked away from Heinrich, and Ellsworth is going to take it. Here come the Bearcats, 2-on-2 in the middle of the paint. Peshka scores. Lainey Peshka has that unorthodox runner. She gets in the paint. She can flip it up pretty quick, and that's what she did right there.
Well, and Peshka did a good job avoiding the height of Knopf. Knopf was there, good position, goes up straight. Peshka just slides over and hits that shot.
Pearson with an answer for 2. That's the second time on the right wing. She's hit the mid-range jumper.
Just exact same spot that we saw the first bucket of the first half. At that time, it was with traffic. A lot of things going on. Good bucket from Pearson.
Heinrich and Peshka going at it on the baseline. Peshka fading away. Can't get it to go. Knopf with the rebound. She'll play the outlet to Getz.
Just great defense. I mean, we saw a couple times, the step was there. Peshka got herself a little bit of room. Heinrich didn't stop. Continued to play good defense. Good job making the miss.
Give and go. The cutter is Taryn Getz, and the scorer is Taryn Getz off the feed from Heinrich.
And again, Heinrich comes back after playing great defense, finds Getz. Getz, great finish with the left hand.
So 4-0 Southeast of Saline run. It doesn't sound like much, but in this game, it is a lot, getting 2 baskets in a row. 29-24. It's a low-scoring defensive battle. Southeast now on defense. Moore wants to drive. Tries to get around Charlotte Knopf. She cannot. Here's a step back now. Haxton tries the 3. That's no good. Samuelson yanks the rebound out of the sky. Here comes Kaya. She crosses over once she gets to the timeline. Now deals it right to Pearson. Pearson now wants to go down the middle. She gets to the left-hand side, lost the basketball, but it was deflected by Ellsworth, and it will stay with Southeast of Saline. We have not seen too many opportunities tonight for Southeast of Saline to run baseline offense.
No, we haven't. When we have done, it's been successful. We haven't seen a lot of it, so right now, here's going to be the play, and if anybody's listening and want to scout off, that's going to be we're going to see this cross screen, a ball dish down to the low block. Heinrich's going to block. She's going to pop out, try to get the 3. But if it's not there, there's a lot of other offense. Oh, I'm wrong. See, that's why I shouldn't be a coach.
Veda Durfee springs wide open, and Heinrich finds her. Durfee now in the scoring column for Southeast. It's a 6-0 Southeast of Saline run. Place trying to drive, puts up a shot, no good. Samuelson with the rebound. 1:49 left to go here in the third. A big run being put together here by Southeast of Saline. They have taken a 7-point lead once again. Here's Heinrich on the cut. Makes the extra pass. Douglas can't score, but she's fouled. Boy, that would have been a beautiful conclusion to that play. Sutton will step to the free throw line.
Oh, the pass just a little bit behind Heinrich. The Heinrich with the great hands secures the pass, immediately goes, across the lane to Sutton, who goes up and gets fouled. Just great ball movement from Samuelson to Heinrich to Douglas.
Sutton's first free throw is up and good. She has 3 here in this quarter.
And I apologize. I just got too excited. I couldn't contain the noises coming out of my body.
Second free throw's missed. There's the freshman, Veda Durfee, with the rebound. Samuelson plays it around. Duran. Reagan gets into traffic. Her elevation and a 15-footer is good. She saw the spot Abigail Pearson keeps using and went right to that spot for her first 2 of the half. Then a timeout, Ellsworth. That's a 10-point lead by Southeast of Saline, and a timeout called by the Bearcats. It's a full timeout. We'll step away. 1:24 left to go here in the third. 34-24, Southeast of Saline on KINA.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash. This is the 2-in-1 removable agitator. This Whirlpool washer has flexible capacity. You can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items of smaller loads. This opens up space in the wash tub and allows you to wash bulky items like comforters with no problems. Shop at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center. Quality service with every purchase. Located on South 9th next to Genesis Health Clubs.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
1:18 left to go here in the third. Southeast of Saline put together a run. Now a foul here on defense. Ellsworth had it drawn up. They were going inside to Alexis Moore. And Moore goes up top, gets the ball, and then was fouled when she came down. 2 free throws coming up for Alexis Moore. And the foul will go against Reese Heinrich. It is her second.
We got a nice little pick and roll called from Coach Craig Batchman out of the timeout. You know, he wants the ball in Moore's hands. She hits the first free throw, just created a mismatch. Same as Under. Minimal contact regardless. Moore so strong as she explodes up, gets herself to the line.
Moore makes both of the free throws. That stops a 9-0 Southeast of Saline run. That gave them a 10-point lead. Now it's 34-26 after the 2 made free throws by Alexis Moore. Ellsworth has yet to miss a free throw in this game. They're 8 of 8. 1:03 left to play here in the third quarter. Samuelson with it on the right-hand side. Tried to go inside. Duran tried to feed it to Durfee, and those two cannot connect.
Yeah, just a bit too quick from Duran. Let Durfee get set up. I understand what Duran's trying to do there, but just really tough.
Here's a strip and a steal by Samuelson. She gets it right back. Kaya took it away, but then she travels in the open floor and commits an unforced turnover.
Yeah, it looks like Samuelson's just a little bit off. I'm seeing her go to Renault, like struggling to breathe a little bit. We're not seeing the normal jump and vibe that we normally see from Kaya. She's still doing great things out on the court, but we're just not seeing the normal Kaya that we're used to.
Haxton with the basketball, closing minute of the third quarter. Ellsworth has it. Trailing by 8. Here's a strip and a steal. Samuelson and Duran come away with it. Now Reagan Duran throws it away. Boy, there's been several of those tonight.
Duran, the amount of steals she has, the amount of giveaways, I mean, it's probably going to end up, even at the end of the night, but ripping the ball away, just slow down a little bit. Understand how valuable the possession is, up 8 against Ellsworth right now.
Now Ellsworth has the last say at it. 16 seconds left to play. Here's Place. She'll drive, kick it out to Haxton. Haxton, top of the circle, crosses over. Haxton there into a double team. Now back out to Place. It goes to the right. Kari Place tries to get it down low to Moore, and Ellsworth's going to throw it out of bounds with 1.1 seconds left to play. They had 5 turnovers, Ellsworth did in the first half. They had 6 in third.
Then we talk about late clock plays all the time. There was no play there. It was just spread everybody out and be athletic. That's what I love about Southeast. We have multiple late clock plays. You saw Ellsworth. They had a late clock opportunity, didn't take advantage.
That brings us to the end of the third. Southeast of Saline saw their lead shrink to 1, but they lead by 8 as we go to the fourth quarter. It's all brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here. Southeast of Saline High School at a senior recognition night. 34-26. Southeast of Saline leads it by 8 in a big third quarter there. Ellsworth made the surge, Tyler. Got it back within 1, but then Southeast answered with a 9-0 run. Here's a shot up from 3 by the Bearcats. That's no good. They get their own rebound. Missed again. Now another rebound and a chance to score once again. And that's no good. Pearson cleans it up for SES.
Too many opportunities for Ellsworth right there. They just out-hustled Southeast for those offensive rebounds. Southeast very fortunate to get away, not giving up any buckets.
Samuelson Look to the left, Pearson. Now to Douglas. Douglas is going to drive. She'll get inside the defense on the right-hand side, have the shot blocked, and they're going to call it a dual possession. Too many hands in the cookie jar that time for the baseline official, and he's going to go to the arrow. It will stay with Southeast of Saline.
Devin, I love the body language from Sutton right there. A call she didn't agree with, we don't agree with. Nobody from wearing purple and white agreed with. Sutton just like, all right, we'll go back to work.
Here's a quick touch between Heinrich and Duran. Duran got rid of the ball back to Reese, who started out being the inbounder so quick, I don't think Reese had a chance to get back in bounds.
Yeah, just tough sequence right there for Southeast. Get yourself back in the defense, grind, get those heels tucked in. This is going to be a defensive battle. That's why it's 34-26 right now going into the fourth. You got to win defensively.
Lindsley with the basketball. Now she gives it up into the hands of Kieser. And that ball mailed too high and hot to the far side of the Ellsworth bench. And another turnover for Craig Batchman's Bearcats.
And Devin, it's not pretty. Neither one of these teams are going to make a run, at any state tournament or anything playing pretty basketball. These aren't pretty basketball playing teams. They're going to beat you with grit. They're going to grind you out, and you're seeing Southeast do that right now.
Abigail Pearson drags the defender out away from the basket near the half-court stripe. Now plays it to Samuelson. 6:38 left to go. 34-26. Pearson open from three. Top of the key. You can count that. The senior on senior night has 10.
And you can't lose Abigail in the offense. That's exactly what Ellsworth did. Big-time three from Abba.
Haxton misses the runner on the left-hand side. Good defense there by Samuelson. And now Heinrich bumped out of bounds, and they're going to say she stepped out of bounds with no foul. I always go back to what I refer to as common sense. How did she get to that point?
Exactly. So you just have to tip your cap to Haxton right there. Just good physical. Really, really tough call against Southeast.
37-26 our score. It's an 11-point Southeast of Saline lead, their biggest of the game. 6:10 left to play. Pass inside and a quick turnaround up again by Josie Kieser. She has 7.
Oh, and Kieser, a great job. We talk about it all the time. You catch that ball high, you just continue to go up high. The ball never came, anywhere below her chest. Keeps the basketball high. Good finish from Kieser.
Pearson on the right-hand side, a little head and shoulder fake of a 3. Tried to drive baseline, ran out of space. She'll move Douglas now out of the way. It ends up on the far side to Samuelson. Pearson now deals it to Heinrich on the right wing. Free throw line extended. Now Heinrich bumped to the ground. Reese was going to get her foul back, wasn't she? Laney Peshka guilty of the bump. For Peshka, that's only her first.
Yeah, and tough. I mean, and I hear Ellsworth talking about it. They're calling that a foul? Yeah. And Southeast fans are saying you didn't call it down there. Either way, the game's been officiated extremely well. They're letting good defenses play good defense. Just, it's tough.
Douglas had the ball. She was tied up and trying to get it out of there to Duran, and now they're going to call a foul as Ellsworth was trying to run out with that basketball. The foul will go against Alexis Moore. And she has 1.
Yeah, Moore has 1. At this point in that first matchup, she had 4. She was saddled on the sideline. But just that was a lazy pass from Southeast. You can't have lazy passes that create, any indecision, these officials.
Samuelson open from the right-hand side. Her 3-ball is good. Samuelson with a big shot here, her second of the night.
And how about Samuelson's patience? We saw her have 30 in this first matchup. She's going to let the offense come to her. She's let other players go. That's as big of a 3 as you'll hit. Good job from the sophomore, Kaya Samuelson.
40-28. It's a big lead once again for Southeast of Saline, their biggest of the game. And now a screen that puts Pearson on the deck. No whistle, we play through it. Ellsworth with a reverse layup attempt that is up and good from Kari Place. The first bench points of the night for the Bearcats.
Yeah, the freshman right there got away with a tough screen on Pearson, peels away, the offense comes back to her. Good finish from the reverse side.
And here's a timeout, 30-second variety, called by Southeast of Saline. 4:49 left to go. It's a 10-point lead for Southeast of Saline. We'll keep it right here. Remind you, Southeast of Saline basketball brought to you by Messenger Total Promotions. They're the official outfitters of Eagle Media and Salina Post Sports. Also, Kansas Bankers Technologies and Technical Consulting, helping us get connected to you to bring you Southeast of Saline sports all season long. Salina Fence Company and the Southeast of Saline Booster Club. 40-30. And we see Kari Place with that shot there. We saw some good things out of her when we visited Ellsworth back in January. You might think, boy, this Ellsworth team, they start 5 seniors. They're senior loaded. They're going to have a drop-off next year, but there is some talent coming also for the Bearcats.
Yeah, the name Kari Place is going to be a name you're going to get used to hearing. I mean, she can do a lot. She ended up being the leading scorer in that first matchup, I think with 8, and she just continues to do things. And right there, you're seeing her. You can start whoever, but whoever's playing during crunch time is those players that you rely a lot on. And you see right there, Kari Place, just there. She understands the game. She understands where she needs to be. Super athletic, super physical, only a freshman.
She got out in the passing lane, tipped the ball into the Southeast of Saline student body. Duran was looking for Samuelson that time. Now she'll get it into Pearson on the second attempt. Pearson back to the middle of the floor. She'll deal it to the left to Duran. Now Heinrich. Reese swings it through, passes it to Samuelson. Southeast looking for a set play here, it looks like. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Douglas has it. Skip through to Pearson. Pearson wanting the screen from Duran. It gets there, from Douglas. It gets there too late. Now Samuelson's going to have to shoot at the buzzer, and she draws the foul. Just as the shot clock was going off, Samuelson, a little NBA style, if you will, pump fake from the right elbow, got the defender in the air, and got herself a trip to the free throw line.
But again, that's knowledge, right? That's experience. That's something maybe freshman Kaya Samuelson doesn't do. She understands just changing the pace of the defense, making them play on you. You go up, you get some contact, you get yourself to the free throw line.
Samuelson's free throw rolls home. 7 points for Kaya. She can extend this lead back to 12. That was a big-time move. Really, very smart move.
And ironically, the foul on the freshman Kari Place, who will understand that, as she continues to play, as that second free throw goes.
5 points in the quarter for Samuelson, and Ellsworth throws it away. Bearcats getting a rash of turnovers right now in an inopportune time.
And then we're just seeing that defense, right? Just continue poke. Sooner or later, you're going to burst that bubble, and that's what the Southeast defense has done so far tonight.
Back up by 12. Southeast of Saline now with the basketball. And the ball goes out of bounds. And again, that's one of those things where Heinrich doing a dance with Peshka. They make contact. Ball goes off of Reese's foot, and you're kind of chicken or the egg type of deal.
Uncharacteristic turnover from Heinrich, and she immediately right there. She just said, that's on me, that's on me. It's just good defense from Peshka, kind of with that contact. The contact hasn't been called tonight. Just got to play through it. It's just a good defensive play from Peshka.
Inside, here's a leaner and a shot that is up and good by Kari Place. 4 points here all in the fourth quarter for Kari Place.
I just don't know why we haven't seen more of Kari Place earlier on in this basketball game. I mean, she's an absolute talent. The more Kari Place is on the bench, the better it is for every team she's playing. We haven't seen a lot of that tonight.
Duran with it. Almost got tied up. Now she'll find Heinrich, who will take the mid-range jumper from the right-hand side. That's no good. Moore will clean it up, but Samuelson steals the outlet. That was a big gamble. Samuelson pushed all her chips in the middle of the table on that one, because if she doesn't get there, Ellsworth has a wide-open layup at the other side.
Yeah, that's one of those. If you don't make the play, it's a horrible defensive play. If you do, it's a great play. Good job from Kaya. You're going to see Peshka called for the foul, pushing into Ab on that that inlet pass.
Lainey Peshka collects her second foul, and already Ellsworth with 4 team fouls. They are at the limit now for the last 3:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Southeast yet to be called for a foul here in the fourth. And here's Taryn Getz, wide open off the inbounds. Had her shot blocked, though, as Alexis Moore was in the area. She'll play it now to Heinrich. Heinrich dribbles around a double team, gets the layup to go. Reese Heinrich left 2 Bearcats as they were standing and got the layup for 2.
Well, I think at some point you're just trying to draw the basketball out. You're trying to run some clock, but Heinrich just goes to the bucket, sees nobody's on her. Great finish from Heinrich.
A scrum inside. Moore misses the shot. Southeast pulls away the rebound. A 12-point Lady Trojan lead. 2:57 left to go.
And look, a little ball pops away. Who's there? Senior Abigail Pearson, who's always there when you need her.
Cabas had a great game in this one. She has scored just enough. She's rebounded just enough. She has held the ball just enough. I mean, she has done everything almost perfectly in this game. We've seen her with 2 mid-range jumpers, which you don't see hardly at all anymore.
No, you don't. And her game's not going to explode out at you. If you're watching it, she just does, we've always talked about, she does the dirty things, the grimy things, the gross things. Those gross things have led to a lot of success. Any team that she's on is super successful because of the way she plays.
Pearson steps to the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. The foul called on Lainey Peshka is her 3rd. She's the only player in this game with 3 or more fouls. Pearson's second free throw. Rattles off, no good. Douglas battling for the rebound, can't get it. It rolls out to Haxton. Here come the Bearcats. 2:39 left to play. 45-32. Southeast leads by a baker's dozen. Moore up top. She wants to drive. Duran there with her. Moore elevates and kisses it off the window. Pretty move by Alexis Moore.
You can't stop that. Moore elevates like that. It's difficult for anybody in the state to go up with her. Just a good finish from Alexis Moore.
2:17 left to go here in the fourth. 45-34 is our score. In between games, we will have senior recognition night. In our audio on SalinaPost.com with the video, we'll break away and carry the festivities here inside the gym while we continue postgame here on KINA. But you can watch the video of that anytime for senior night. Here's Pearson, a step through, and they're going to say she traveled. 8 turnovers.
And I think it's the right call right there. But immediately, Abba looks at the shot clock and she sees we just ran 29 seconds off. That's a win, right? Any dead ball turnover right now, not horrible for Southeast.
54-34, Southeast of Saline protecting an 11-point lead. 1:45 left to go here in this one. Trying to win their second in a row in NCAA play after beating Minneapolis on Friday. Here's Moore, jumper from the right-hand side, no good. Douglas there to box her out and grab the board. She'll play it now to Pearson. Pearson fouled in the backcourt. Haxton will earn that one.
And Devin, here's what makes Southeast so difficult, right? We talked about Heinrich, we talked about Samuelson as Abba's going to the free throw line after that foul on Haxton. Those are your two players you want to be bringing the ball up. If you want to play fast, you can play fast. If you want to change the pace and play a little bit slower, you go to Abba. And all of a sudden, you're going to draw a defender out there. You know, Abba's got the handles to do it. We're just seeing textbook Abigail Pearson game. I mean, this is exactly how Abba controls a basketball game.
Pearson's first free throw is up and good. A dozen now for the senior, and that just happens to be the Southeast of Saline lead. Second free throw. Now it's a baker's dozen. Southeast back up by 13. It equals their biggest lead of the night. 90 seconds left to go. Haxton down the right-hand side. Plays it to Kari Place on the right. She drives into traffic. Duran's going to strip it and now hug the basketball and wait on help. There's Heinrich. Reese into the hands of Pearson. Had the ball poked away. Reese is going to dive on the floor and get it and save it for Southeast. Now Pearson, though, looking for Duran, turns it away. And a foul on Abigail Pearson. That's a great foul. A great foul. You look at the board I just mentioned. Southeast had not committed a foul. They have 4 fouls to give, and that probably stopped a fast break opportunity to layup for Ellsworth.
Yeah, and again, a lot of contact with the ball being, it's that Ellsworth defense, just a lot of contact, no whistles. Abigail just stops it on that turnover.
Kari Place for 3. Too strong, no good. Rebound bounced out into the hands of Kari Place. She got her own rebound, and now Haxton will drill the 3. So Elise Haxton with 11. She leads the way for the Bearcats, and a full timeout called by Ellsworth. 59 seconds left to go. It's a 10-point game. A full timeout called by Ellsworth here on KINA.
Are you looking to upgrade your home with high-quality flooring and appliances? Look no further than Salina Appliance and Flooring. We're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. We offer a wide selection of flooring and appliance options. Visit our showroom today located at 740 North 9th or our website at salinaappliance.com.
The Appliance Center, your local, trustworthy, and family-owned appliance dealer, providing sales, service, and parts for Salina and the surrounding area since 1980. The Appliance Center, just north of Ace Hardware on Broadway in the red and white building. Stop in today and experience the Appliance Center difference.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Quickly back to action. Southeast has the basketball. They get it across the timeline. Now Ellsworth in scatter mode trying to get steals or fouls, and they're going to get a foul as they push Samuelson into the backcourt. Kaya now will step to the free throw line and shoot 2.
And then we saw the press break just work to perfection. Samuelson has a full head of steam going up for a layup. I'm going to disagree with what Shauna Smith probably told them to do. I want to see Samuelson go up for that easy layup. Like going up 12, a layup's easier than 2 free throws. However, Kaya will probably bury both these and make me look like an idiot. But if you have a wide open layup, go up and do it. But again, that's just the buy-in that this team has.
Kaya's 2 free throws, both good. She's 4 for 4 here in this fourth quarter. Southeast as a team, 7 of 8, and that's between Samuelson and Pearson. Clock down to 35. It's a 12-point Southeast lead. Here's a shot put up by Place on the right-hand side. Pearson probably couldn't get there, but she knocked it out to the corner. Now Ellsworth is going to save it. Heinrich takes it away. Here comes Reese up the floor trying to dodge a lot of gambling for steals and fouls. Duran close to the half-court stripe. Gets it to Pearson. And Pearson might dribble it out here. Shot clock is off. Game clock down to 15. Nope. Paxton's going to foul her.
I don't know how fitting this is right now. 13.4, senior Abigail Pearson. We saw this team play 6 games without her. We saw them kind of go up and down. It's a completely different team with her. They're completely gelled. She brings so many things, to this team. And to see her at the free throw line on senior night to drive a dagger and to get this team rolling going into the postseason is super fitting.
Eliana Smith comes into the game. She will replace Sutton Douglas, both seniors. Pearson made the first free throw. That puts 50 on the board for Southeast of Saline. Second free throw, make it 51. As Abigail Pearson here in this fourth quarter alone, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And now she comes out of the game. Kaya Samuelson will also come out of the game. Charlotte Knopf comes back in. Also, Taryn Getz back into the contest. Ellsworth will roll the basketball to bring it up the floor. Now Heinrich will commit a foul.
And she's just getting the seniors out for their recognition.
Reese knew what she was doing. She was given a directive, and she understood what to do there to get Knopf and Smith out of the game so they could get their hand from the crowd here on senior night.
I thought maybe at some point Heinrich was just going to dive after the ball. You have to tell Heinrich, you have to give her directives right there. You can't dive after the ball in that situation.
There's a three-pointer from 30 feet put up by Kari Place, and the rebound to Reagan Duran, and Duran will just hold it in the backcourt. 51-37. Southeast of Saline gets the victory as they complete the season sweep of the Ellsworth Bearcats, and now Southeast of Saline moves to 15-5 on the season. Ellsworth, they will drop to 14-5 on the season after a 51-37 victory here for Southeast of Saline. And as I said, there are festivities going on here in the gym. If you're watching video or you want to see the senior recognition at any time, you can go to the video at salinapost.com. It is live now, or you can watch it anytime on demand. We will continue with postgame here on KINA. When we come back, we'll give you scoring from this game. We will also recognize Vernon Jewelers' gems of the game and talk more about this one. It's a 51-37 victory for Southeast of Saline. 15-5 now on the season. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and back with postgame. It's brought to you by the Commercial Tire Centers.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Is your car running?
Yep, I got a remote start from New Image Audio. I can start my car from the office no problem. And if I'm really far away, I can use my phone to lock, unlock, and even start it. And the remote tells me that it started, so I know it's warming up.
That is amazing. Wait, is my seat warm?
Sure is. I had them put heated seats in, too.
And I suppose these WeatherTech floor mats and phone holder came from them, too, huh?
They sure did.
Stay warm and cozy while you drive this winter, courtesy of New Image Audio. Stop by 347.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are happy to honor our outstanding senior members of band, cheer, dance, swim, and Trojan basketball teams. So please join me in recognizing these student athletes and their parents who have represented Southeast of Saline with pride, discipline, and that Trojan spirit. Let's all hold our applause until the end. We've got quite a large group tonight. So first off for band, Madison Gibbons. Madison is escorted by her parents, Leslie and Kyle Gibbons. Madison is a 4-year member of Trojan Band, led her in 4 years, receiving 1 rating at district and state for her solo, and was a Louis Armstrong Jazz Award winner. Madison plans on attending Fort Hays State University, majoring in biochemistry. From the cheer squad, we are honoring Emma Green. Emma is escorted by her mom, Chelsea Pinnock, and dad, Zach Green. Emma has been a member of the Trojan cheer team for 1 year. Emma took part in representing Trojans at State Game Day competition this fall. Emma plans to study criminal justice and family law in college and continue to cheer. Next up from cheer, Suzu Kimizuka. Suzu is the daughter of Nanako and Kim Kimizuka and escorted by Allison Lecklider. She has been a member of Trojan Cheer for 1 year. She took part in representing the Trojans at State Game Day competition this fall. Suzu will be going back to Japan in June and going to college, probably in Tokyo, next April. Next up from the dance team, our sparkler, Jayliana Pollard. Jayliana is escorted by her mom, Dolores Simmons. Jayliana's been part of the Sparklers dance team for 3 years, was part of the team that received the Golden Plaque for performance at camp. Jayliana plans on majoring in nursing and getting a minor in psychology and music. Next up from the swim team, our swimmer, Matthew Welchel. Matthew's escorted by his parents, Melissa and Nathan Welchel. Matthew's a 3-time state qualifier in swimming. Placed 11th in the 100 butterfly, 24, and in the 100 backstroke in 24, and 10th in the 100 butterfly and 21st in the 200 freestyle in 2025. Matthew plans to attend Fort Hays State to major in computer science. Now from girls basketball, we have Sutton Douglas. Girl number 22 out there, she's escorted by her mother, Shelby Douglas. Sutton is a 4-year member of the Trojan basketball team and lettered 3 years. Sutton plans on attending Kansas State University and getting a degree in entrepreneurship and innovation. Next up, from the girls basketball, Charlotte Knopf. Charlotte is escorted by her parents, Lindsay and Justin Knopf. Charlotte has been a member of Lady Trojan basketball for 4 years, lettered 1. Charlotte has been a member of band for 4 years. She's been selected to NCKMEA District Band and KMEA All-State Bands for 3 years. Charlotte plans on attending Kansas State University in the fall and majoring in architecture. Next up on the girls basketball team, we have Abba Pearson. Abigail is escorted by her parents, Juliana and Matthew Pearson. Abba is a 4-year member of Lady Trojan basketball, lettered 4 years. In 2026, Abba was named the All-Tournament Team and Most Inspirational Player at the Sterling Tournament. Abba plans on attending Kansas State and majoring in aviation management with aspirations to become an air traffic controller. Next up from the girls basketball team, Eliana Smith. Eliana is escorted by Erica Belleville and Laura and Levi Smith. Ellie is a 4-year member of the Lady Trojan basketball and 4-year member of Trojan band. She has lettered in band for 4 years. Ellie plans on attending Colorado School of Mines, majoring in civil engineering and competing on the track team. 2026 Lady Trojan seniors have been part of 3 NCAA championships and won the 2026 Sterling Tournament. Now from the boys basketball team, first up, Gannon Jacobson. Gannon is escorted by his parents, Tish and Kent Jacobson. Gannon has been a part of Trojan basketball team for 4 years, lettered all 4 years. Gannon is a 2-time All-State selection. Gannon plans on attending Kansas State and majoring in agribusiness. Next escorted by his parents, Jenny and Ryan Kerr. Isaiah is a 4-year member of the Trojan basketball team and lettered 3 years. Isaiah plans on attending Fort Hays State and becoming a high school history teacher. Next up from the Trojan basketball team, Adam Teal. Adam is escorted by his parents, Janelle and Andy Teal. Adam has played basketball for 4 years and lettered 2. He plans to attend Kansas State University, Salina to pursue a degree in professional pilot training. The 2026 senior Trojan basketball class were part of the 2024 4th place state basketball team. And so, to all our seniors, thank you for your leadership, dedication, and the legacy you leave behind. And to the parents, thank you for your unwavering support, encouragement, and sacrifices. Congratulations to our seniors and their families.
She still ends up with double digits with 10, but then the other people chip in. We talk about Abba with 15. Reese, I'll have to go back and look at this. I don't think Reese scored in the first meeting. She was really good defensively, but I don't think she scored. She ends up with 10 here tonight and really was a spark for them. When they were struggling to get offensive looks, Southeast was in the second quarter. That's where Reese scored 8 of her 10 points was in the second.
Well, and 2 of her threes came off just hustle plays that she had kind of created on her own. And all of a sudden the ball kicks out to her, and the basketball gods are like, you deserve this, you hit them. And then we saw her drive to the bucket a few times, and the defense just lost her. You're exactly right. I mean, where's the scoring going to come from? You can rely on the scoring coming from somebody. You don't know where it's going to come from, but you also have players that can explode. Samuelson can do that. We know Pearson can do that. We've seen Douglas do it. We've seen Duran go for 20 this season. Heinrich as well can go off. Getz has been a little bit of a lull, which, at this point you get a win like this, you're okay with a Getz lull because you can't keep Getz down for that long. Like, this is starting to kind of, amp up for this is where you want your team postseason-wise. If defense is there, offense will figure itself out. I promise you that, because the defense will lead to that. You'll find yourself some early buckets. If I'm Coach Shauna Smith, I like where I am right now.
Southeast of Saline gets the victory, 51-37. It is senior night, so our Vernon Jewelers gems of the game tonight, the 4 seniors for Southeast of Saline, and they're all serious contributors on this team. We talk about Abigail Pearson. We talk about Charlotte Knopf. We talk about Eliana Smith. We talk about Sutton Douglas. And, boy, all these seniors on this team have contributed in a serious, serious way throughout the season, and not only that, throughout their careers. I think about Abba Pearson and what she's been able to give this team. It started before she was even in high school, right? Like, she was doing video for them and recording the games while her sister Mallory was playing.
Yes, and just quickly on the seniors, I'll go quick on each one of them. I mean, you talk about just what high school sports are. Eliana Smith, Charlotte Knopf, I mean, both of these two have stuck it out, right? You talk about, in this day and age, if you don't like your playing time, you leave, you go do something else. These two have battled out. Smith is an elite high jumper. I mean, every single, track season, she's in the top 3 of the high jumpers. She's doing great artist. She does so many things, outside of basketball. She's stuck with it.
Don't forget anthem singer.
Yes, and a great national anthem. I mean, what she does for the entire school is fantastic. Charlotte Knopf, she has played huge minutes for this team. She's done great things. Also, great musician. State. I'm gonna get the instrument wrong, but it's something, a flute potentially. I don't know,
potentially.
But a state champion in that. Yeah. Like, she brings so much. You talk about Douglas, everything she does. Pearson, you look at what they do for the entire school community. I think people forget. We talk a lot about basketball when we're here, but these are 4 these are 4 girls that you want your daughters to strive and be like. And that's, I'm in a great position. I got 2 daughters that go to this school. They look up to these 4, every single day at practice, every single game. Couldn't think of a better group, to idolize and look after. I'm sure if we looked at the GPAs, I'm not going on the record and say this, but I will go off the record and say potential 4.0 students, all 4 of them. Everything they do for this school community is more than what they do on the basketball court, and we see what they do on the basketball court, and it's amazing. We talked about the first time I ever texted about Abigail Pearson was her freshman year going into a gym at Salina Central, and all of a sudden she hits a shot in a summer league game, sends the game to overtime, and I sent you a text. I said, this girl is the real deal. Abba has done that every single time she stepped on this court. What a fun group of 4 seniors to watch, and it's not over yet. Like, I think we're starting to see this thing gel. There could be a lot more basketball still ahead, as this postseason run. Hopefully, Apex is where we think it can.
Sutton Douglas, Eliana Smith, Abigail Pearson, Charlotte Knopf tonight are Vernon Jewelers, gems of the game on New Image Audio. Senior night, they get the victory 51-37. They move their record to 15-5 with the victory overall. 7-4 now in league play. They have 1 regular season game remaining, and that is a road trip on Friday as they will play the Lions. Time now to make the transition to the second game of our doubleheader. When we come back, we'll revisit a conversation we had with Francis Flax earlier tonight. It's all coming up after a Lady Trojan victory. The guys' game is coming up next here on KINA.
Can-Equip's annual twine and net wrap sales event is on now. Save with preseason pricing on genuine CNH twine for round balers and square balers, small or large. Choose from a variety of proven net wrap like Armor Net, Legacy, Bale Keeper, American Net, and Varsity Net. Maximum length and maximum strength for the performance you expect. See your parts professional for select rebates and ordering at Can-Equip in Solomon.
It's natural to think that insurance is complicated, but at Farmers Agency, we know a thing or two about helping to make it easier by explaining your available coverage options. And with over 25 years of experience in insurance, we can help you through the process step by step. Call Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to learn more today.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Time now to look ahead to game number 2 of our Trojan doubleheader tonight here on senior night. Southeast of Saline guys will take on the Ellsworth Bearcats in the second meeting of the season. Let's look back, though, and see what the thoughts are of Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Their game against Minneapolis on Friday night, 68-61, and a relatively high-scoring affair. And this was a game that, Coach Boy, Minneapolis had a big second quarter on you. You went through one of those droughts, and the whole quarter just kind of had trouble scoring, and you go out in the locker room down by double digits, but you come out and you start chipping away. You get this game as close to 3 points at one time. What'd you see in this contest when you look back on it?
Well, first of all, you don't like to lose. That's number one. Minneapolis was extremely hot in that game. Seemed like about everything they put up went in. They got a lot of rolls, and we had that bugaboo that we've had, and just watching the JV game just finish and the C team game, it's the same at every level. We cannot finish around the rim for some reason, and that is really frustrating, because it's not that we don't do every kind of a layup you can think of in practice. So it's just a mental thing. But yeah, I was disappointed in the loss, obviously. A lot of points to give up to a team that averages about 40 a game. And, we had the opportunity. You said we cut it to 3. We had a right at the bucket to cut it to 1 and miss. And they come down and hit a 3. And then that's a tough mental thing to overcome when you miss one at the rim and they come down and hit a 3.
And it hurts even more because, you just get this feeling, right? And we're assuming here, but you get the feeling you get the lead away from them. They're not getting it back. That's just kind of the way the momentum was going. But you're right. You could hear all the air come out of the building of the comeback once you missed that shot there at the rim. What'd you like in this game? I know offensively it's been a little clunky since Gannon's come back, right? It's like some guys are looking to him to do certain things. He's not ready to do certain things. He's doing the best he can, and his job to start out with was a facilitator. His first game back, he had 6 assists. Has that been kind of a learning issue for your team too, welcoming him back in?
Well, I think so, and we're trying to get him more involved now. We're doing a few sets where he's going to have the ball more than he had at the first couple games that he played for us, and we need him. He's got to do stuff. And he doesn't have to be scoring double figures.
Yeah.
But he has to make everybody around him better. And when he's got the ball, the first game that he played against Ellsworth at their place, every time he got the ball, man, couldn't wait till he'd pass it to us,
Yeah.
And now we're kind of getting stagnant and wondering what he's going to do.
This is the only team that has seen Gannon Jacobson twice this year. As you said, his first game back was against Ellsworth at their place. It was a victory for Southeast of Saline. What'd you learn in that game that you can maybe transfer here in this contest here tonight?
Well, there's two things. The ball's going to go to two players 80% of the time. Goss is going to have it and McGowan's going to have it. And those two complement each other very well. I watched their game against Hoisington on Saturday, and those two were phenomenal. 20 and 15, I think, is what two of them shot for points. It's the same thing. They got two outstanding players, and the rest of them are role players.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have to take their outstanding players away and not let the role players get too involved.
What do you want to see most from your guys tonight? I mean, obviously it's make those shots at the rim and score those points in the paint. But other than that, what do you want to see from your Trojans?
We just want to be able to execute and get good looks almost every possession. We don't turn it over that much.
Yeah.
We're a team that doesn't turn the ball over that much. So if you count that with the things that we miss at the rim and the free throws we miss early in games, shucks, a lot of games would be different.
Yep, absolutely. Looking forward to it. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, he's the head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight in a rematch with the Ellsworth Bearcats here on KINA.
Lily Pad Septic.
Oh, hi. I've got a big night planned for Valentine's Day. Candles, dinner, string quartet, and I'm proposing.
Aw, that's amazing.
Yeah, unless this septic smell ruins it. There's a funk in the yard.
Ugh, you're right to call. Cole.
I'm on it, Callie.
The freakishly fast frog.
Hello, sir. Love is in the air, but so is sulfur.
I was going to pop the question on Valentine's Day.
She'd remember it, but just not for the right reasons. I'll jump in and see what's going on.
Cole asked me out for the first time on Valentine's Day.
Well, I hope my proposal goes as well as Cole's did.
Your tank's full, sir, and your drain field's squishy. She deserves a sparkling ring and a clean tank. I've got to tell Callie.
Come home safe, Flush.
If you need a flush in a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
Lily Pad Septic.com.
Thank you both. Wish me luck.
Callie, give me a kiss.
So you can turn back into Cole?
Nope, because I love you.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
Is your car running?
Yep, I got a remote start from New Image Audio. I can start my car from the office, no problem. And if I'm really far away, I can use my phone to lock, unlock, and even start it. And the remote tells me that it started, so I know it's warming up.
That is amazing. Wait, is my seat warm?
Sure is. I had them put heated seats in, too.
And I suppose these WeatherTech floor mats and phone holder came from them, too, huh?
They sure did.
Stay warm and cozy while you drive this winter, courtesy of New Image Audio. Stop by 340 South Broadway or call 785-309-1617 to ask for details.
Farmers, it's time to start planning for the 2026 planting season, and Phillips Seed is here to help you pick the best genetics for your operation. From top-performing corn hybrids and high-yield soybean varieties to proven milo varieties and advanced seed treatments, we focus on products that perform where you farm, backed by local testing and proven on-farm performance. Phillips Seed helps get your crops off to a strong start. Visit phillipsseed.com and find us on Facebook or X. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
It's that time of year again. Beautiful snow and ice. But if that's not what you want on your sidewalk or driveway, Sage's fast-acting snowplow ice melt with anti-tracking technology and liquefier is what you need. Safe on vegetation and works at sub-zero temperatures. Plus, it's the best ice melt out there. So this year, don't be caught off guard when the snow and ice starts falling. Call Sage Products at 309-1919 or visit us at sageselects.com.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back here to Southeast of Saline High School. Devin Haney along with Kevin Lilly as we get you ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader. If you missed it earlier this evening here on senior night, Abigail Pearson led the way for the Lady Trojans of Southeast of Saline with 15 points. And Southeast of Saline gets the victory, their 15th of the season on the girls' side. Now, a guys' contest here where they welcome in the Ellsworth Bearcats. Ellsworth comes in. They are 6-12 on the season. They have lost 2 of their last 4 since losing to Southeast of Saline January 30th at Ellsworth High School. They're coming off of a victory in which you might have heard Francis Flax say they played very well against Hoisington on Saturday, 58-50. So Southeast of Saline and Ellsworth, as we come into this game, it should be a really good contest here on the boys' side as well.
For the boys' game, introducing the starting lineup.
Starting lineups will be introduced here. We will do it as well for you. Francis Flax, assisted by Trent Douglas and Joe Ross for Southeast of Saline. They'll start. Gannon Jacobson, a 6'1 senior. He scored double digits in the last 2 games. His first game back, as a matter of fact, was January 30th against Ellsworth. Hendricks Lund in the starting lineup. He averages 9 points, 2 rebounds a game. Also Isaiah Kerr, 6' senior, 4 rebounds, 4 points, 2 assists per contest. Tiernan Potacek is a starter as well, 5'8 junior. Leads the team in scoring, 15.5 points a game, also 3.5 assists, leads the team. Adam Teal gets 12 points a game and also 8 rebounds per contest, rounding out your starting 5 for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. For the Ellsworth Bearcats that are under the direction of head coach Jeff Landon, they will start Tucker Goss, a 6'1 senior, along with Jace Thomason, a 6'1 junior, Carson Jacobs, a 5'7 sophomore, along with Ethan Tolley, a 6'2 senior, and Cooper McGowan rounds out the starting 5 for the Bearcats. He is a 6'4 senior. Ellsworth, Southeast of Saline, this is a good contest to watch the first time these two teams met up. Kevin, as I said, that was back January 30th. Southeast of Saline ends up getting the victory. They pulled away at the end, 63-52. That's the last time Southeast of Saline was in the win column. What do you want to see most here tonight? What are your new image audio keys to success for the Trojans?
Well, I think for us, we just got to bring the energy, and we've got to stop the long droughts of not scoring. So we've got to have somebody that we can go to, whether that's a Gannon, whether that's a Tiernan, or a Teal or whatever, to really go with them to go get me a bucket. We got to find that guy that's going to stop a 2-minute drought, and we can go get a bucket and get some stuff and get some momentum going. That's been our biggest issue, I think, all year. Is we go non-existent for 6 minutes and a quarter, and then we're sunk. But then it feels like after that, we're so comfortable that we're able to come back and make a game of it. So I want to see a multitude of things tonight. But this lineup right here, I like this lineup because that means that Ellsworth has got to guard every one of our players everywhere they go on the court. I look for us to have a fast start here tonight.
Ellsworth will wear their road reds, I should say, trimmed in black and white. Southeast of Saline in their home whites, trimmed in purple and gray. Cooper McGowan in the center circle along with Adam Teal to be Ellsworth winning the tip. And the Bearcats will start out with the basketball. Carson Jacobs started out to the right-hand side. Now here's a poke and a steal. Here comes Gannon Jacobson, and he takes it to the other end. Jacobson, instant offense on the steal, on the layup on the other end.
And we haven't seen very much of that, Devin, right? Little poke away and then a fast break and go get an easy deuce on the other end. We have not seen that in quite a few weeks. It's good to see that. That's the way it starts the game.
Southeast starts out. They're up 2-0. Here's McGowan inside. Teal there with the block. Cooper, though, gets the basketball back. He'll play it to the right-hand side. Carson Jacobs with it. Looking back inside. Doesn't go to McGowan. Instead goes to Tucker Goss, top of the circle. Goss with one dribble to his left. Now he comes back to McGowan. McGowan wants to drive. Nope, he's going to pull back. 15-footer on the way. That's no good. Tiernan Potacek with the rebound for Southeast. There comes Potacek.
And that's the thing with Teal. Teal can go out and guard him there. Teal's got good feet. You know, he moves laterally really, really well. And he puts himself in a really good position, you know, to get a block and not get a foul and send him to the line.
Gannon Jacobson up top, little pick and roll between him and Teal. It went off the right hand of Teal, but Adam was able to save it. Now outside to Kerr. His three-pointer won't go. Kerr had a hot hand early on against Minneapolis on Friday. Was missing there, though, and now a foul called as Cooper McGowan goes to the rack on the right-hand side, and the foul will be called on Southeast of Saline against Adam Teal. It's the first foul of the game.
And your thought on Isaiah, you know, that's kind of what we have talked about, and even though he missed that shot, it's always good to see him look for his shot early on, especially if they're going to leave him wide open.
McGowan to the line. First free throw is up and good. First Ellsworth point of the game belongs to Cooper McGowan at the free throw line. First foul on Southeast of Saline's Adam Teal. McGowan, quick release on the second one, gets that one as well. 2-2 our score. Southeast with a couple of free throws. Ellsworth with a couple of free throws. Southeast with a steal and a layup. Kerr with it now. Little brief double team. Ellsworth trapping in that zone trapping defense. Jacobson drives the paint. Now kicks it back out. Ends up on the same side to Lund. Now Lund tries a skip pass going across the court. Jacobson had to go get it and save it for Southeast of Saline. Shot clock down to 10. There's Lund with it. Now in the corner, Gannon Jacobson will try the baseline three, and he got it to go. Gannon Jacobson with 5 points for Southeast to start out here.
And the thing is I want to see Hendricks pull that. They got the defense rotated over. He stalled and it allowed everybody to come out and then tries a cross-court pass. You just can't do that in the zone, and you got to be ready to shoot the ball.
5-2, Southeast of Saline leading it on the strength of a good start from Gannon Jacobson. Ellsworth now with it. Goss wants to turn the corner. He's shut off there by Kerr. He'll flip it on a pass and a runner that is up and good for Jace Thomason. Remember, it was Thomason that had a great start for Ellsworth in the first meeting between these two teams.
Yeah, and he's a nice ball player. A little floater there in the lane. Between him and McGowan, that's a pretty good combo there too.
Man, I just watched these two teams, Kevin, and I was thinking this coming to the gym today, but we're 3 minutes in and I still feel this way. It's hard to believe that these two teams have losing records. Yeah. I mean, they are really good basketball teams.
Yeah, and I think part of our problem, and probably the same thing for Ellsworth, is it's just been our depth situation, right? We run ourselves out of gas, and then we pick up fouls, and it just leaves us bare and nothing there to go in, and it's just tough.
There's a foul now down on the baseline that will be whistled against Jacobson. It is his first foul after a basket on the offensive end for Southeast of Saline by Hendricks Lund that gave Southeast of Saline a 7-4 lead. Ellsworth will inbound underneath their own basket. Lob pass up to the elbow. McGowan has it. Watches Goss on a backdoor cut. Can't get it to Tucker. Now they're going to play it out for a three, and he sinks it. Tucker Goss, his first basket of the night. And it's a three on the left wing. Tied at 7.
And it's all created from McGowan, right? Going downhill, and everybody's sucking up to him. Right? Got to know your shooters and help when you can, and don't help off of shooters.
Lund has it up top, center of the floor. Now he plays it, dribble drive, handoff, Potacek. Tiernan hasn't got a shot up yet. Now down low to Teal. Here's Potacek on cue for a three. That rims off no good. Fight for the rebound won by the Bearcats. Here comes Ellsworth back the other way, wearing their road red jerseys. Game is tied at 7. McGowan gave it up. Now he gets it back. Directing traffic. Him and Goss on the left wing. Tucker, triple threat position. Now a skip pass to Thomason. His three-pointer is good. Thomason with a three. Goss with the find there. And Ellsworth leading it 10-7.
And there again, right, we've got to be able to track their shooters and not fall asleep inside.
Kerr with it on the right wing. Now Teal, Jacobson down low, attracts 3 different Bearcats, plays it back out. Teal airballs the 3, though, off the kick out. And here comes Thomason with it for Ellsworth. 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Goss has it on the left. Man-to-man defense still being applied here by Southeast. They'll play it out to Carson Jacobs. McGowan now. Hit a streaking Ethan Tolley coming down the paint. Now they play it out to Thomason. This time he airballs the 3, and the run out comes to Jacobson down the right-hand sideline. Skip pass through the defense. Hendricks Lund, his 3-pointer won't go down, and the basketball up over the corner of the backboard, and that'll give us our first stoppage in play in quite some time, and finally give these two teams a chance to substitute. Colson Barta, the sharpshooter from the outside, coming into the game along with Liam Stone for Ellsworth. Also, Lyric Lilly returning back to the lineup after setting out a couple of games. He comes into the contest for Southeast to replace Gannon Jacobson. 10-7 our score. 3 minutes left to go. First quarter. Hard pass into the paint for Tolley. Briefly double teamed. Now he plays it back out to Stone. McGowan in the corner. Crosses over, gets by Teal, but then Lilly there to double team him, shut him off. Good defense there by Southeast. Goss now has it on the left. Goes into the high post. They tried to squeeze it through to McGowan. Teal intercepted it and then was knocked to the floor, and it'll be the first foul on Ellsworth as Cooper McGowan took Teal down to the floor. Kane Sawyer's into the game. He will replace Hendricks Lund for Southeast of Saline. .236 left to go. Opening quarter, 10-7. Ellsworth leading it. Both teams have enjoyed a 3-point lead here in this first quarter. Right now it's the Bearcats out in front. Sawyer swings it to the right. Potacek. Tiernan, little head and shoulder fake. Spin move. Gets in the paint. Layup good. Tiernan Potacek just put all the icing on the cake there.
And is it me, or is that he is spinning into the defense? He's not spinning away. He's actually spinning into the defense and stepping through and getting that layup.
An unorthodox spin move, possibly because of his left-handed ability. It looks weird to us. To him, it's probably completely natural.
Yeah. But it's it's just sick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Well, we've seen how many times it's caught the defense off guard. That time, Tiernan was going way too fast, I thought, but still able to get the ball off the window and put it in. There's a foul now on Southeast of Saline as Tiernan Potacek will get the foul on defense. It's his first. 3 team fouls for Southeast of Saline. 2 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. McGowan attracts 2 defenders. Now he's going to play it out. Here's a 3-pointer that's up too strong, no good. 2 Southeast guys rebounding on the backside. Here comes Lyric Lilly with it across the timeline. Good to see Lyric back out there after giving his knee a rest for a couple of games. Here's a bullet pass down low. Kerr to Teal for 2. Adam Teal's first bucket of the night.
And I could be wrong, but in the last 6 games, this is probably the most fluent I've seen this team offensively, right? They are looking inside. They're kicking it outside when it's not there. And it's always a good sign to see.
11-10. Trojans going to work on defense right now. Goss gets to the free throw line. Shut up there by Kerr. Plays it out to McGowan for a 3. That's no good. Boy, a big shove in the back on one of the Southeast guys, and they kick it out. And there's the guy, Colson Barta, nailing the 3 for Ellsworth.
And he was their sharpshooter in Ellsworth for him, right? That's what kind of got them back in the game. If I remember right, he hit 3 or 4 threes there, and so we've got to know that.
Barta just a freshman, but boy, he can shoot it. 48 seconds left to go. Opening quarter. 2-point Ellsworth lead. Teal with it. Hands it off to Kerr. Little 2-man game going to the rim. Kerr all the way to the cup and kisses it out the window. That's about the most aggressive drive we've seen Isaiah Kerr with this season.
And it's one of those, he's one of them players you want to shake because you know that's in there. You just want to shake and say, see what I'm talking about? This is what we need more from you.
13-13 Ellsworth with a differential of about a second, not even a second, between shot clock and game clock. So they're going to play it out here and take the last shot of the quarter, potentially. 10 seconds left to go. Game tied at 13. McGowan has it, trying to get it to Goss. He was in traffic, has to step to his left. Unleashes a 3-pointer and drains it. Tucker Goss with 2 threes in the first quarter, and he breaks the tie as we go to the second. 16-13. Ellsworth leading by a bucket. Radio broadcast on KINA, live stream video here on Senior Night. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply at srhc.com. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center. We take care of you so you can care for others.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
A Tucker Goss three-pointer separates us as we start second quarter action. Welcome back, Southeast of Saline High School. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly, 16-13 our score. Southeast of Saline trailing, but they start out with the basketball. It's Jacobson. He's going to peel off after faking the handoff to Potacik. Missed the layup, though, on the right-hand side. Potacik saves it out to Sawyers for three. That's no good. Jacobson with the rebound. Tried to lace a pass down low to Swank. And Cooper McGowan with the rebound throws it off the leg of Tristan Swank, and it will go to the Ellsworth Bearcats. So it's Sawyers, Jacobson, Kerr, Potacik, and Tristan Swank on the floor right now for Southeast.
And right there, that's kind of that bug that we've got at times, you know. Easy bunny layup, we miss it, and then get a couple more opportunities and just can't cash that in.
Ellsworth with the basketball back. They go inside and they're going to call a foul, really. Boy, it looked like Ethan Tolley fell down there, and Tristan Swank is going to get whistled for the foul for some reason.
And I've seen this, you know, growing up with refs. Sometimes it's not. It's those big guys that they have a disadvantage because it doesn't matter what happens. It's got to be a foul, and they didn't. They just called what was aftermath. They didn't actually see what actually happened, especially from his position.
There's a nice little pass by McGowan into the paint. They're going to get Carson Jacobs his first basket of the day in the middle of the lane. 18-13. It's a 5-point Bearcat advantage. Not even a minute in to the second quarter. Jacobson to Potacik. Tiernan with a big head and shoulder fake. Now a backdoor cut to Kane. Sawyers for two. Potacik to Sawyers for a left-handed layup.
Right, if you're going to over-pursue on Tiernan, you know, somebody's got to think ahead, and Kane thought ahead there, made a backdoor cut and went up and finished.
18-15. Southeast brings it back within three. Sacred Heart and Beloit doing battle tonight in Salina. That's a big one, both girls and boys side of the NCAA. It's on Salina Post with live stream video as well. Here's a steal. Potacik, 3-on-1 break. Kerr and Sawyers outrunning the floor. The bounce pass goes to Sawyers. And they're going to say last touch by a Bearcat. So 2 turnovers here for Ellsworth. Southeast still has yet to commit a turnover. And that's what Francis Flax told me in pregame. He's like, man, it's just shooting and execution right now because we don't turn the ball over a lot. And he's right. They had 6 turnovers and lost to Minneapolis on Friday. Yep. Here's Jacobson with a jumper. That's no good. Teal with the rebound as he fished it out. To Hendricks Lund for a 3. Off the rim, no good. And 2 Bearcats rebounding it for Ellsworth.
Yeah, and, you know, once again, like you talked with the turnovers, you know, we didn't have a turnover in the first quarter at all, you know, and those are the things that we got to just continue to keep doing.
Really nice pass by Cooper McGowan down the paint on the fast break, but Ellsworth can't get the layup, and it comes up empty. Southeast gets it back, trailing by 3. 5:55 left to go here in the second quarter. Potacik looking inside, now back middle of the floor to Jacobson. Now Gannon will go it back in there and get it to Teal. Extra pass, Swank high off the window, too high off the window. Potacik, though, will scoop it up. He'll play it back to Tristan Swank. Now get it back. Long 3 from Tiernan. Bounces off the rim, off the backboard. Had a chance, but it's going to be rebounded down low by Carson Jacobs, and then a silly foul on Adam Teal. No need for that. Adam just collected his second foul.
And he is just too valuable for this club to pick up a foul like that.
Francis Flax is telling him now, you're 75 feet away from defending a rim, and you reach in and commit your second foul of the day. Ellsworth has it. Goss and Kerr bring it across the timeline. Goss on a one-handed pass that draws McGowan out to three-point land. Now a handoff to Ethan Tolley. Back to Carson Jacobs. 5:14 left to play here in the second quarter. Try to get a McGowan inside. Jacobson there trying to poke it free. Could not. Now it ends up back with McGowan on the left wing. He's going to take big steps to the lane, trying to get it on the reverse side of the basket. A traveling violation is called against Cooper McGowan, his third turnover. So Southeast will get it back.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, we're doing a lot of good things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Laird comes over on the help side. It really disrupts what Gowan wanted to do, and that's what caught him in that travel.
Jacobson, skip pass over the top. Now plays back to Lilly. He'll test the defense. Back to Jacobson now on the pass. Gannon back underneath. Lob pass to Teal for two. Adam Teal has 4 points, and Jacobson on the assist there. Lob to the rim. Pretty play.
Yeah, he set him up, right? They all went with Jacobson's eyes, and he seen what he wanted to do and lobbed it right over the backside.
18-17, the Bearcat lead has been trimmed down to 1. It's a little 4-0 run here by Southeast of Saline. Goss pinned Kerr down low, comes up empty though, and Adam Teal comes soaring in and gets the rebound. Southeast breaking it down the right-hand side. Jacobson on the lead for Isaiah Kerr for two. Gannon, Jacobson getting everybody involved, and it's a 1 point Trojan lead.
And that's something that we've missed is those fast break points. I mean, we've gotten probably 8 of them in this game already, and I can't remember a game where we've had that many.
19-18 our score. We're on the back half of the second quarter already. 3:49 left to go. Here's a steal now by Jacobson. Gannon took it away. Goes to Hendricks Lund. Now Lyric Lilly on the right-hand side. Plays it to Kerr on the right wing. Now back to Lilly. Comes through Teal. Now Jacobson on the left wing. He'll dump it in down low. Teal goes to work on the block. Absorbs a double team. Now kicks it out to Kerr for three. Got it to go. Isaiah Kerr having a good start to this game. He has 7. Southeast of Saline leads it by 4.
And that's what that does, like that drive for us. Like that's what I'm going to say I want to shake him, because he's got both sides.
Here's a poke by Kerr, a 3-on-1 break. Lund all the way to the rack, can't get it to go, and Ellsworth with a stop. Boy, good defense there by the Bearcats. Now Goss has it, lost it momentarily, but he'll get it right back. Fire it to the right-hand side. Ellsworth wants to set it up. Carson Jacobs back in the hands of Tucker Goss. Goss setting up a pick. Wanted to roll, comes late. Now they end up back out to the right to Jacobs. Wanted to drive, but Jacobs' son there to take it away. Now to McGowan down low, and McGowan on the entry pass is fouled, and the foul will go on Southeast of Saline. I think it's Teal, and I think that'll be number 3. And again, you go back to that foul on the other end. That's why you have 3 fouls now.
And even that play right there, like Teal's just in he's coming over. It's just that's a weird play for him to pick a foul up on.
Ellsworth with a chance here to inbound it underneath their own basket. They get it into Goss. Tucker back to the logo near center court. 2:35 left to go here in the second quarter. McGowan dribbles to the top of the key. Now hands it off to Goss, sets a screen. Tucker lets a 3 go, looking for his third. That one off the mark, no good. Rebound to Teal. Now to Potacek up the floor. He'll kick it out here to Hendricks Lund, now to Teal. I'm a little surprised Francis Flax leaving Adam Teal in the game here with 3 fouls. They get him the ball down low. Now out to Potacek. He'll shoot a 3 with McGowan in his face. That's no good. Rebound on the backside. Teal dangerously close in there, flirting with his 4th foul. And now Ellsworth will call a timeout. 2:05 left to go here in the second. It's a full timeout called by the Bearcats. Southeast of Saline leading it by 4 as we step away here on KINA.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
22-18 with 2:05 left to go here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline has given up just 2 points here in the second period to Ellsworth. Southeast hasn't scored a lot, but they've done enough defensively.
We flipped the script, right?
Yep.
That's usually us. We flip that script a little bit.
A little 9-point swing. They were down by 5, right now up by 4, but Ellsworth trying to change that as they send Jace Thomason to the rack on the right-hand side. A little backdoor cut. He was fed by Cooper McGowan, and the foul will go against Kane Sawyers. Thomason will step to the free throw line. Jace Thomason had 5 points in the first quarter to play. Sawyers gets his first foul. First free throw's up. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Adam Teal did come out during that timeout. So right now it's Jacobson, Potachik, Sawyers, Kerr, and Lund on the floor for Southeast. And now a lane violation is called on Thomason. He made the free throw, but the official looking right down the free throw line said his toe was on the line. So wave it off. He goes 0 for 2 with the stripe.
Haven't seen that call in a long time.
Not in a long time. And now a traveling violation on Isaiah Kerr. Out in the middle of the floor. In the middle of nowhere.
Boy, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I'm looking at you, my friend.
He just got the ball, and I thought there was a foul. I was looking down low.
You know, there's a little known fact. Those whistles have timers on them. If you go a while without blowing it, it'll go off on its own. There's a foul now down low. Ethan Tolley got a skip pass down on the backhand side of the basket. He was on the left block and kind of caught it like a flamingo on one leg. It looked pretty awkward, but a foul called there on Kane Sawyers. It's his second. Southeast of Saline over the limit. They have committed more than 5 fouls. Ellsworth still has not been called for a foul here in this second quarter. Had the same situation in the fourth quarter of the girls' game. Ellsworth was over the limit, and Southeast hadn't been called for a foul. Tolley makes a free throw. That's his first point of the night. All 5 starters now have scored for Ellsworth. 85 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. And he made them both. Ellsworth 2 of 4 from the free throw line here in the quarter, 4 of 6 in the game. Keep it tuned right here at halftime. We will recap scoring from the first half. Also look back at the girls' contest from earlier tonight. We'll see if Shauna Smith can join us, the head coach of the Southeast Lady Trojans, and talk about their 15th win of the season as Hendricks Lund throws it out of bounds. That is Southeast of Saline's second turnover of the night.
And you can see the flow of the game has changed for us, right?
Yep.
Right? We've made a couple of substitutions, and the flow has just kind of changed. We've kind of lost our focus. We got to regain our focus the next 1 minute and 10 seconds and kind of try to close this out strong. Try to go into halftime for once with a lead.
You go all darn half without turning it over, and then you have back-to-back turnovers with a minute left to go. That's why we love basketball, right? Inside a minute left to play. Ellsworth with the ball. They trail by 2. They have 1 field goal here in the second quarter. They led by 5 early on in the quarter. They had an 18-5 lead, or 18-13 lead, excuse me. Here's McGowan. He gets to the cup. Might have been blocked from behind by Jacobson. Now Southeast of Saline will have it back. Jacobson, quick step, gets down the left-hand side of the paint, flips it up and in. Gosh, he is so fun to watch. Gannon Jacobson now with 7.
And that's probably the first time we've seen that burst like we're used to seeing. I mean, he got downhill really, really quick there, and that's good to see.
24-20, back to a 4-point lead. And Ellsworth now has the last say at it if they choose to do so. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 14 seconds left to play. Ellsworth trying to cut in to a 4-point Southeast of Saline lead. McGowan stops at the keyhole, now dumps it off inside. Out to Thomason, now Goss. Goss will step back, fire the 3, and it is no good. 24-20, our score. Southeast of Saline. flips things around here in the second quarter, and they will take a 4-point lead into the locker room at the intermission. Halftime is brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories here in the gymnasium. As I said beginning this broadcast, it was a night full of activities. They are going to unveil a state championship cross-country banner. They are also going to salute veteran state champion multi-time on boys and girls cross-country and track coach Wade Castleman. That's all coming up here at the break. If you want to hear the audio of that and watch video, Brian Dennett will have it for you on SalinaPost.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have an awards assembly here to honor our champion cross-country team. November 1st, 2025, Southeast Saline boys cross-country team won the 3A boys state team title at Rimrock Farm near Lawrence by beating the second place team, Wichita Trinity, by 13 points. The boys were led by 3 all-state performances. Those all-state performances were Braden Walker, second place, Bercher, 17th place, and Zach Garland, 20th place. The other team members were Edgar Calzada at 22nd, Brooks Garland, 25th, Cole Franklin, 58th, and Caleb Knopf, 61st. Alternates that day were Joseph Bercher, Isaiah Kerr, and Tyler Kempe. Coaches for the cross-country team, head coach Wade Castleman, assistant coaches Patrick Schroeder and Luke Gleason. Congratulations on another state championship banner, boys cross-country. We also, Kansas Cross Country Track and Field Coaches Association also would like to quickly recognize Braden Walker and Piper Brown for earning academic All-State for not only their work on the cross-country course, but strength in the classroom. To achieve this, you have to place in the top 30 at the cross-country meet and have a cumulative GPA of 3.75 or higher. Congratulations, Braden and Piper. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to take our time to recognize someone who's made a lasting impact on our school, our athletes, and our community, Coach Wade Castleman. Earlier this year, Coach Castleman announced his retirement from Southeast Saline, closing an incredible chapter in our cross-country history. His story with our program goes all the way back to the beginning. He was a member of the very first cross-country team in school history, and he ran on the first championship team in 1986. From athlete to coach, his legacy has come full circle. Over the course of his career, Coach Castleman has led the Trojans to remarkable success at the state level. 3 third place finishes, 5 runner-up finishes, and 10 state championships. 6 for the girls and 4 for the boys. Those numbers alone place him among the elite, but what truly sets Coach Castleman apart goes far beyond trophies and podium finishes. This program is built on relationships and family. If you attend a cross-country meet, you will see it Former runners, alumni, and families lining the course cheering on the Trojans. That kind of loyalty doesn't just happen. It's built over years of genuine care, commitment, and belief in young people. Coach Castleman didn't just build championship teams, he built a championship culture, one that will continue to impact our program for years to come. Coach Castleman, thank you for your leadership, your passion, and your dedication to These records are not only on paper and on felt and banners, they're in the hearts of everyone you affected. And thank you so much, Coach Castleman. Next up, we have our Sparklers performance. All right, introducing tonight, 7th grader Lindsay Bailey, junior Lyric Santiago,
but I thought we toughed the game out.
Always a challenge inside, and another difference from the first game is Alexis Moore for Ellsworth. She just makes everything so darn tough. Talk about Sutton Douglas' game, because Sutton just has this not back down mentality. She is going to keep going about her business and keep doing her job. Things were not easy in there tonight, but boy, all the rebounds that she was able to get in the second half.
Yeah, and I thought we did a really good job on her. You know, she got loose in the third quarter, fourth quarter a couple of times. I think she ended up with 6 or 7 points, but they were tough buckets that she got. The only one I can remember is in the first quarter she got that and one on us, and that's because we stood behind her.
Yeah.
And that's not what our game plan was, and that's why that person came out of the game, because that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted hard, had to go lob over the top of us, which I don't think they did all night long. She never got those points when they lobbed over the top of us. So we had to do that, and so like I keep telling girls, when you buy in and you have a 6-hour game plan, we're pretty darn good.
You like this team that makes free throws? 9 out of 10 tonight in the fourth quarter, 14 of 18 for the game. That's a string now. You're starting a trend of being a good free throw shooting team.
We kind of have a free throw chart that we have to go by every week.
Okay.
We have to make free throws, and everybody has to get their free throws done. They have to make 100 free throws every week, and they have to chart them. And, and everybody sees them and whatever. And it's going to show, you can do what you want to do on the chart, but it shows out here. And, just playing the game, free throws were big for us. They were fouling at the end, and we were pretty good at the free throw line.
It's senior night, and I have to ask you about your seniors. And I don't need you to go into a lot of detail and a lot of inside information, but I'm a big believer that every team has to have a group of seniors, no matter what their role is on Tuesday or Friday nights. They have big roles during the week, and they have big responsibilities. And I made the comment when we were talking about the seniors after the game. Each one of these girls has played a huge role in this team. And you start out with Abigail Pearson. I met her before she was even in high school. She was doing film for you, taking game film. You take her, you take Eliana Smith, you take Charlotte Knopf. You also take, who am I missing here? The other one, Sutton Douglas. And, I mean, boy, each one of them, you can just sit there and look at their senior season of what they've done on the court, but we don't see the stuff they're doing in the gym during the week.
Yeah, like I said, they're just kids that, I kind of say take care of this, and they kind of take care of those, because we had some kids that maybe didn't get their free throws done, and I said take care of those things, talk to them. Yeah. They're kind of the kids that kind of just do all the right things. They're the kids that you want your kids to be around. But they always do kind of those extra things, and, and like I said, all those kids are just program players. They stuck it out. Like Charlotte, she doesn't get a lot of long minutes, but she does everything we need her to do, and she understands how we need her to play. Yeah. And that's what she needs to do, and she has worked really hard from the last summer, all the way to now, and she's earned her playing time. She's earned everything she's gotten there, and, I wish she was only a junior. I mean, it's just one of those things that you just wish I had one more year with her, but that's just not how things go and whatever, because now she's, filled into her body, and all those things, whatever.
Yeah, 51-37, big victory for tonight. 15 wins now in the season. You have one game left of the regular season. That seems a little impossible to say that. We will have a road trip to Lyons on Friday. Have a good week. We will see you then.
All right, thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline ladies. They moved their record to 15-5 with a 14-point win. It was their biggest lead of the game at the end here against the Ellsworth Lady Bearcats. We are just about ready to go for third quarter action here at the gym at Southeast of Saline. 24-20 is our score here at the break, as halftime is brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Let's go over scoring for you. Leading all scorers are two Southeast of Saline Trojans. Isaiah Kerr has 7. Gannon Jacobson has 7. 4 points for Adam Teal, also 2 points all for Kane Sawyers, Hendricks Lund, and Tiernan Potacik. For Ellsworth, all 5 of their starters have scored, led by Tucker Goss with 6 points. He had 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. 5 points for Jace Thomason, 3 points for Colson Barta, and the 2 points all for Carson Jacobs, Ethan Tully, and Cooper McGowan. Southeast of Saline has not shot a free throw yet in this game. They only have 2 turnovers. Ellsworth is 4 of 6 from the free throw line. They have 4 turnovers. 24-20, our score here at halftime, as we are ready to start third quarter action. Kevin, what do you want to see here in the second half? What are your new image keys for the Trojans as we start the third quarter?
Just more of that energy that, we kind of started this game with and then started to build that lead with, 50-50 balls going after them, rebounding well, and getting to the goal, right? And the fast break. That's probably the biggest thing for me, is that we've gotten more fast break points because we're looking for it and we're off and running. And so I just think just more and more of what's got us this 4-point lead.
Ellsworth will start out. They trail by 4. They have the basketball. Again, 1 field goal in that second quarter for the Bearcats. I'm sure they're looking to remedy that right out of the gate here as they start with the basketball in the third quarter. They go right at Adam Teal. Looks like that ball might have hit the basket support up above the backboard, but no whistle, and we continue to play on.
And that's probably the emphasis for Ellsworth coming out. Teal's got the 3 fouls.
Yep.
Let's go right at him and see if we can't get him into that 4th foul.
Smart move. Here's Jacobson along the baseline. Gets in trouble underneath the backboard, but flings it out. And it's drilled by Isaiah Kerr. A 3-pointer, and Isaiah has 10. We're going to see one of those graphics probably. Francis Flax is going to send it to me tomorrow. It says 85% of the points we scored tonight was off of Gannon Jacobson.
Yeah, absolutely. And and Flax said it early, in the halftime of the girls' game, Gannon's got to make everybody else better. And that's truly what he's doing tonight. He is making everybody else better.
Yeah, and I think that's a two-way street. Coach and I talked about it in pregame. There was an adjustment period looking at him and wondering how to play with him when he first came back. And now a shot clock violation, and that salutes my next point, is the defense tonight for Southeast has been sensational.
Yeah. And the thing is I think, you guys said it, everybody was kind of waiting for Gannon to do his thing. Like, we were going to hand him the ball, he's going to score 30.
Yeah.
That was me, too, because I was wishful thinking, like, we need another 30-point score. But that's just not the case.
Gannon tries a lob pass here, trying to get Potacik on the right wing. Cooper McGowan, though, in all his athleticism, takes it away. McGowan dumped it off down low. Ellsworth dropped the basketball, but he was able to pull it and play it out to his buddy Tucker Goss, who drills the 3. That is 3 threes on the night now for Tucker Goss.
And it's just unfortunate for Southeast there, right? We have the ball, and we just can't secure it, and then they get it back and find a wide-open shooter.
Teal inside, backing down a defender, and a foul will be called on Ethan Tully. That is a first foul on Tully. How about this one, Kev? All the kind of
Southeast foul on number 2, Hendricks, Lund. His first.
And he is fouled. He will go to the free throw line now. Cooper McGowan guilty of the foul.
And I think that's what Coach Flax is telling Lyric there, right? Stay there. Just make it known that you're going to switch and just stay there.
So Potacik has 5. Made the first one, missed the second. McGowan dribbles to the right elbow. Now he'll kick it out. Barta's in the game. Remember, Colson Barta had a three-pointer when he first came into the game back in the first half. McGowan now in the double team, and Kane Sawyers is going to reach in and tie that basketball up and earn the arrow. Southeast will take it over, and the 4th turnover of the period for Ellsworth, and they want a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We will step aside quickly. for a quick 30. 3:01 left to go here in the third. Southeast leads it by 9 on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
New Image Audio Senior Night. You can watch all the senior festivities on demand anytime you want. Salina Post on YouTube. Brought to you by New Image Audio. Get the remote start. It's handy not only when it's cold, but also when it's hot out, too. You can get the car set just the temperature you want. New Image Audio can put remote start on any vehicle. Whether it has it through the factory or not, you can get a remote start with a key fob or do it right from your cell phone. Here's Potacik with a leaner on the left-hand side. That's no good. Sawyer's fighting for the rebound, and McGowan will earn that battle with Ellsworth's rebound here.
Now, I might misquote this, but I don't think I seen last game against Ellsworth McGowan running all the action. I thought it was in, more of the guard-oriented guard's hands, and he was just playing off of him. I could be wrong.
Tucker Goss had a really good game in that first meeting. And he started out that way here, 3 threes for Tucker Goss. Had 2 in the first quarter, 1 here in the third quarter, but it's been an overall team struggle tonight for Ellsworth. So give credit to Francis Flax and the Southeast team for the adjustments they have made. Talk about they only gave up 1 field goal and 4 points in the second quarter. Here's McGowan. He'll rise up and score. And Ellsworth may be defaulting to Cooper McGowan right now just because he can go get his own shot, right?
Yeah, very true.
36-29. Ellsworth has fought back to get this game back within 7 points. They were down by 10 at one moment. Potacik has it now. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Now to Teal. Just kind of a wide-open motion offense right now being ran by Southeast of Saline. Potacik, bounce pass inside to Teal, who spins off the defender and scores. That was a really great play. Potacik inside to Adam Teal.
And, that's the thing that amazes me, with Adam. Everything he does is just smooth, man. Right? He doesn't get hurried up by anybody. I mean, he just goes and gets you a bucket.
Goss for 3. That one's strong. Kerr with the rebound. Isaiah Kerr brings it down. He will play it now to Lyric Lilly. 1:25 left to go here in the third quarter. Lyric will float to the left-hand side. Dribble drive handoff to Potacik. Potacik will do the same thing to Kerr. Now Isaiah pulls up at the 15-foot mark. Free throw line jumper is good for Isaiah Kerr, who has 12.
I mean, it's no secret, right? We've been calling for Isaiah all year, and he's had a few games that were really good, but this is probably his best one so far.
There's a kick out. Colson Barta, he's going to shoot that 3. Too strong, no good. Kerr had 11 against Minneapolis on Friday, has 12 here in this game. So that's a new season high for Isaiah Kerr. There's Lyric Lilly coming in from nowhere and gets the rebound. He'll play it to Sawyers. Now Potacik for 3. Knocked down as he shot. And Cooper McGowan will get the foul. Tiernan Potacik will get 3 free throws. So McGowan will collect his third. He and Ethan Tolley are the only Bearcats to be called for fouls tonight. I find that amazing. I don't know why. You just don't see it very often, right? Potacik at the free throw line for 3 free throws. Misses the first. Second free throw goes in. Now Tiernan prepares for the tiebreaker. Carroll come out and get a break. Teal coming out, also getting a break. It is Swank and Lund back in for the final 36.5 seconds. There will be 1.5 second difference between shot and game clock. And Potacik missed the third, but Swank gets the rebound and puts it in. Tristan Swank winning the battle inside. His first bucket of the night. It's a 14-point SES lead.
And the question is, the next 20 seconds, can you lock down and really take this lead to the fourth period?
16 seconds left to play. Ellsworth trailing with the basketball. McGowan in the lane. He'll play it out Three-pointer on the way. No good. Fight for the rebound. Bearcats outnumbering Tiernan Potocnik, and they're going to say it's out of bounds off of Ellsworth, and they're going to give it to Southeast. Conference between two officials and Ellsworth head coach Jeff Landon here. It's going to be Southeast basketball. 4.4 seconds left. Let's see what Jacobson and Lilly can do with it here. Gannon might be asking for it back. See if he can unleash the cannon here from half court. He comes across half court. A big screen by Tristan Swank. Just knocked down Cooper McGowan.
Ouch.
Boy, Cooper didn't see it coming. And I'm always a firm believer that's teammates' responsibility.
Absolutely.
That is not Cooper's fault. It's not Tristan's fault. It is the four Ellsworth guys not screaming that screen out for Cooper McGowan to avoid.
And I don't know what was called there, if Swank actually kind of came into him, but it looked like he was pretty stationary.
And McGowan will shoot the half quarter at the end of the third, and that will bring us to the end of the quarter. 43-29, really good quarter for Southeast of Saline as we head to the fourth and final period. Southeast of Saline with a 14-point lead. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers on KINA.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Senior night tonight brought to you by our friends at New Image Audio. Got bow season coming up, Kevin. Warm weather. Getting you ready, right?
Yep, that's right.
Got a boat, motorcycle, convertible maybe. You like to take the T-tops off, go to New Image Audio, get yourself a new sound system. TC and the people there will hook you up. There's a big basket inside right away for Ellsworth as they get this back within a 12-point game. Swank with it. Little head and shoulder fake. Now he comes around, plays it to Jacobson. They're out there with Kerr, Sawyers, and Lund. Hendricks Lund gets in the paint. Got stuck, tried to scoop it up with the right hand. It won't go down. And Ellsworth comes back to their offensive end. 7:14 left to go. First minute of the fourth quarter. McGowan for three. Off the heel. That's no good. Battle for the rebound won by Ellsworth. And it's out to Jace Thomason. He'll try the three. No good. Ellsworth gets it again. Out to Tucker Goss. He tries a runner from the left-hand side. He got his own rebound. That's no good. And finally, Southeast of Saline is able to clear it out.
And Southeast is very, very fortunate there, to give up a couple of offensive rebounds and to come this way with no points. Very, very fortunate. But we got to clean that up and finish this game strong. Because, let's be honest, Ellsworth's got some shooters on this club that they could light it up in a hurry.
43-31. Southeast of Saline leads it by a dozen. 6:24 left to go here in the fourth. Jacobson, 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Tried to get a shot. It's taken away, and Southeast will not get anything up before the shot clock goes off. Sawyers tried a desperation with Cooper McGowan at his ankles, and the shot clock goes off. It's a violation in Southeast of Saline. We'll turn it over. Third turnover of the second half, just the fifth turnover of the game. It's Thomason, Colson, Barta, Cooper McGowan, Ethan Tolley, Tucker Goss on the floor for Ellsworth. As we approach the 6-minute mark, here's a design play for Goss. His three-pointer won't go off the rim. And it's rebounded by Tiernan Potocnik. Here's Jacobson all the way to the baseline. Plays it out to Kerr. Kerr catches it on the run. He gets to the cup, and he tries to score underhanded. It cannot, but he is fouled, and Isaiah Kerr will go to the free throw line. Foul on Colson Barta is his first for the Bearcats. 5:53 left to go. Isaiah Kerr to the free throw line. Isaiah, 12 points, has not shot a free throw tonight, and the first one is up and good.
I think that's the thing that impressed me with Isaiah tonight is just how under control he is, even when he is going downhill. I mean, he's just been in complete control and knows exactly what he wants to do.
Got them both, and Isaiah Kerr now has a new career high in scoring of 14 points. Timeout southeast of Saline. It's a 30-second timeout. We will take it as well. 5:53 left to go. Southeast leading it by 14. Here's a quick timeout on KINA.
Can-Equip's annual twine and net wrap sales event is on now. Save with preseason pricing on genuine C&H twine for round balers and square balers, small or large. Choose from a variety of proven net wrap like Armor Net, Legacy, Bale Keeper, American Net, and Varsity Net. Maximum length and maximum strength for the performance you expect. See your parts professional for select rebates and ordering at Can-Equip in Solomon.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here southeast of Saline, the last home game of the regular season for the Trojans. They will play again on Friday in their last game of the regular season. That is on the road at Lions for a league contest. Still got to take care of business here, though, leading by 14. 5:40 left to go, 45-31. There's a bounce pass. Thomason tried to get McGowan inside. They get it back out. Now Thomason will try the three. That rims off no good. And a rebounding foul will be called down low against Southeast. We talk about it with Southeast all the time, and I think they are a little snake bit this year when it comes to shooting, especially close around the rim. But, boy, Ellsworth's just having one of those days, too. Like, they just can't get a shot to go down.
Yep. Well, and they just, they started, pretty good in the first quarter, and then they've kind of just fell off every quarter since.
Three-pointer off the inbounds for Colson Barta. That's no good. Southeast will claim the rebound and bring it to the other end. Potacek has it. Looking to the left-hand side where he has Jacobson. Gannon now floats a pass down low to Swank. Tristan looks over his left shoulder. Now goes right. Plays it back out to Potacek. Spin move. Tiernan trying to go score on McGowan. Now he gets Jacobson on a cut. And Gannon cannot get the layup to go on the left-hand side, but he is fouled. And Gannon Jacobson will go to the free throw line. Has not shot free throws tonight. Has 9 points. The foul on Tucker Goss for Ellsworth is his first. Gannon's first free throw is off the front of the rim. No good. 5 minutes left to go. There's some wild schedules this week. People trying to get games in to qualify for the sub-state seedings. There are teams playing last night. There are teams playing on Thursday. Of course, teams playing on Friday. There were teams playing on Saturday last weekend. Jacobson makes the second free throw. We just got the old standard Tuesday, Friday schedule.
I'm okay with that.
I am too. Then let's see where the standings are and see what we got to do next week, right?
Yep.
Sub-state will start for the boys in Class 3A on Thursday. Girls will play on Friday. If you have the better record, you will play at home in the first two rounds. Here's a steal. Tiernan Potacek got a 3-on-none break. Potacek all the way down the cup and scores. Tiernan Potacek has 8.
And the thing with Tiernan is he's kind of struggled from that outside shot the last few games. He still ends up getting his, but, that outside shot, he's got to really try to find that. He just, it's like a hitter in a slump, right? He just, it's not falling for him right now.
Thomason with 8 as he hits a 3. Brings it back to a 14-point lead. And they turn around inside by Hendricks Lund. 4 points for him. We approach the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. McGowan will stop and pop from 3, and he got that to go. Back-to-back threes now for Ellsworth as Cooper McGowan has 11 points, and another timeout is called. 4:08 left to go here in this one. It's a 13-point lead for Southeast of Saline. 50-37 as we step away for a full timeout here on KINA.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Almost halfway mark of the fourth quarter, 4:08 left to play here in the fourth. 50-37 is our score. Southeast of Saline leading Ellsworth in a league contest. Devin Haney along with Kevin Lilly, Brian Dennett providing live stream video. You can watch live or on demand anytime, SalinaPost.com and YouTube. 50-37, Southeast with the basketball on the lead. Lob pass inside, Teal, and a nice feed from Gannon Jacobson. That's been something Jacobson has brought to this team, is the ability to make an entry because of his height. Yeah. It just his passing ability from top down low. He's making those passes from the top of the key.
Yeah, and it's such it's an art. We kind of talked about it a little bit, how much of an art form it is to get that post pass without it getting stolen, somebody coming over from the help side, and he makes it really look easy.
Cooper McGowan scored for Ellsworth, 52-39. Jacobson now with the ball in his hands. 3:14 left to go. Lob pass through the defense. Hendricks Lund for three. Missed it. Goss with the rebound on the backside for Ellsworth. Here come the Bearcats. Jump pass by McGowan. Down low for Jacobs. Jacobs couldn't do anything with it, so he's going to kick it back out center of the floor to Goss. Now to McGowan. He'll go to work. Spin move in the paint. Shuffled his feet, and he's going to get called with a traveling violation. It's turnover number 6 for Ellsworth here in the second half. So Southeast will get it back, leading by a baker's dozen. 52-39 is our score.
And I know that, Ellsworth kind of went on, they've kind of struggled to score here, but I think a lot of it is our defense, right? Our defense has been ramped up the whole entire game.
There's a three-pointer by Isaiah Kerr. He has 17 points as he continues to build on a new career high in scoring on senior night. And now a ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay here with the Bearcats.
Right. See, if Isaiah would just listen to me every game, then I'm like, hey, I need some more from you. I need some more from you.
He is listening. It just took him a while.
That's right. That's right.
16-point lead here for the Trojans. 2:23 left to go here in this game. Stay with us in postgame. We'll recap the scoring. Also the Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game here on senior night. Hendricks Lund with it. Now to Gannon Jacobson. Tiernan Potacek now. As Southeast looking to melt the clock away and maybe score some more points here. Pad this 16-point lead. Hendricks Lund going to work in the paint. Beautiful drop step, and he's going to end up scoring. Boy, that was a nice move by Hendricks Lund, who has a half a dozen.
And to me, those are a lot of the things that, we're starting to just now see from Hendricks that, is just going to make his game so much better as the season and the years to come for him.
Foul on Southeast will go against Adam Teal. Adam played a long time with 3 fouls, didn't he? That's his 4th.
2 minutes in the second quarter is when he picked it up.
Yeah, so, and we wondered about him leaving and being in the game.
Yep.
McGowan at the free throw line makes his first free throw. He's 3 of 3 from the line so far tonight. Jacobson will come out. Get a nice hand there. 3 seniors on this Southeast team. Here comes another one, Adam Teal. And here comes the third, and Isaiah Kerr.
And you can only, for Gannon to come back on, and have a few games before senior night, it's kind of exciting for him. Same thing with Adam and Isaiah. And our hat is off to them. For me, is it, they have stayed the course. This season hasn't been what they kind of expected it probably was going to be with the injuries and the short bench. But they've made the best of it. They truly have, and they've never given up.
Those 3 seniors tonight, all in double digits too, Kev. They combined for 39 of the 57 points. So you talk about doing it right on your last game on your home floor in the regular season. That's how you do it right there.
Yep.
There's a shot up by Sawyers. That's no good. Tristan Swank got the rebound. He went back at the cup, tried to score, but he could not. Now Edgar Calzada, who has checked into the game, drives down the right-hand side of the lane and is fouled. You hear the Southeast crowd applaud that, as now Edgar Calzada will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Foul for Ellsworth. Landon Vague. Calzada makes the free throw. (58-41). He can equal Southeast of Saline's biggest lead here. Missed it off the front of the rim. Ellsworth will get the rebound.
Good to see these young guys get in and make a play or two for sure.
There's a three-pointer launched by Ellsworth. That's no good. Calzada with the rebound, but he had it taken away. Now a wild shot at the cup. That's no good. Another attempt is no good. Calzada with another rebound. He's filling up the stat sheet here in the last 2 minutes. Francis Flax throws up the stop sign and tells Larry Galeli, let's just use this clock here, guys. Calzada will launch the 3. No good. Loose ball. Tyson Keller picks it up. Gets it swatted from behind, though. And Ellsworth will have it back. Carson Taylor with it.
It's kind of one of those things where, Calzada, he's pulling the trigger, man, right? He does not care where he's at. He's going to pull the trigger and he's going to let it fly.
That's right. Yeah, because the crowd's telling him to.
Absolutely. You want to talk about a crowd favorite? We always, there was always that KU guy. I remember growing up, you know what I mean? And it didn't matter. He was going to go in and make a 3 or shoot a few threes. That's kind of where I feel right now with Edgar.
58-41 is our score. Shot clock is off. Southeast can dribble this one out if they want to do that. Boy, what a good outing here. This is really maybe one of the most complete games that Southeast has played this year.
Yeah, and I think, we could probably equate some of that to, a little bit of a bigger bench. But, too, I think our rotation was a little bit different tonight, too. I don't think we let guys go as long as we normally had been letting them go.
So Southeast will win at 58-41. The Trojans get their 6th win of the season. Ellsworth, they will go to 6-13 as well. We'll put the numbers together. When we come back, we'll have the scoring recap for you. Also a Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. Conversation with Francis Flax. See what he wants to talk about here in postgame after a Trojan victory and a clean sweep over Ellsworth here this season. 58-41. Southeast of Saline's Trojans win it here in the guys contest on KINA.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
February is the month of love, and at Vernon Jewelers in Salina, we've been helping families mark life's milestones for generations. Right now, we have items up to 30% off with gifts starting under $100. From diamond jewelry and watches to custom designs and expert repairs, our experienced team is here to help. Follow Vernon Jewelers on Facebook and Instagram for daily specials and look for the iconic downtown sign, serving you for 142 years because we're not old, we're just really good at what we do.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Back here in postgame, it's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers, also the presenting sponsor of tonight's contest here between Ellsworth and Southeast of Saline. Big Trojan victory here on the guys' side, 58-41. Lady Trojans won in their game as well. A big victory for Shauna Smith and her squad, 51-37. Let's go over final scoring for you. The scoring recap brought to you by the Bank of Tesket. Isaiah Kerr leading the way. He leads all scorers with 17 points in this game, and that is a new career high for him. Also in double digits, the other two seniors, Adam Teal with 12, Gannon Jacobson with 10. Also 8 points for Tiernan Potacek, 6 points for Hendricks Lund, 2 points for Tristan Swank, and 2 points for Kane Sawyers. For Ellsworth, they were led tonight by Cooper McGowan with 14, 9 points for Tucker Goss, 8 points for Jace Thomason, 4 points for Ethan Tolley, 2 for Carson Jacobs, and the only bench points for Ellsworth, 3 for Colson Barta. Southeast of Saline, 50%. They were 7 of 14 from the free throw line. Ellsworth was 5 out of 8 from the free throw line. Turnovers, not a lot of turnovers, but Ellsworth still had double the amount that Southeast of Saline had. 11 turnovers for Ellsworth, just 5 for Southeast of Saline. So pretty good outing here on senior night. Kev, you have 3 seniors. They all score in double digits.
Yeah, and I mean, we've been looking for that other consistent score, and like tonight was, I think it was Isaiah coming in. Can we put everything together now, right? We're kind of trending in the right direction, and can we build off of a good win like this to finish the season at Lions lines? And I think we can. I think we're capable as long as we can keep everybody, healthy and going in the right direction. But I still think that this team is going to go as Isaiah goes. I've been saying it all year, and I won't change now. So
Abba Pearson had 15 on senior night for Southeast of Saline's Lady Trojans. The Southeast able to get the clean sweep for Ellsworth, not only tonight, but on the season as well. Francis Flax joins us now. His interview brought to you by Frisbee Construction after a 58-41 victory here over the Ellsworth Bearcats. And this may be, you can tell me I'm full of it if you want, Coach, but this might be the most complete game that you have played all year, not only defensively, but also offensively. Let's first start with Gannon Jacobson, because we talked about him in pregame and his ability to get others involved if they are willing. They were willing tonight, right? You have 3 seniors on this team, and ironically on senior night, they all go for double digits.
Well, that was terrific to see. Gannon was just, he was exceptional.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you who else was exceptional. Rebounding-wise, Adam Teal. And defensive-wise, you can't take it away from our little Isaiah Kerr.
Yeah.
He did a job on Goss tonight.
Isaiah did a really good job on Tucker Goss. He held him to just 3 threes. They were all early in this game. Tucker did not score in the fourth quarter. Isaiah, though, also just kind of took the shots that came to him. We've been wanting them to be more aggressive all season. It's just not in his nature probably, but, boy, he was set up on some shots tonight. He was ready to take them when they came to him, and he gets a new career high.
Yeah, well, I think that part of that was scouting report. They probably said, well, we can kind of hang off at number 5.
Yep.
And we've got to cover up Jacobson, we got to cover up Adam Teal, we got to cover up Potacek, and he found himself wide open several occasions. But what I really liked was when he took it into the lane and scored a little 8-footer off the bounce, and things like that are really good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the 3 seniors.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great night for them. As I said, Isaiah Kerr leading all scores, a new career high, 17 for him, but all 3 of them were in double digits. They combined for 39 points tonight. They have well over half of your points. Defense, though, was pretty good tonight. You guys not only were able to scramble and just kind of keep them on their heels a little bit, but we always talk about rebounding as part of closing out your defense. You can play all the best defense in the world, but if you give the other team 3 chances to score, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You held them to 1 field goal in the second quarter.
Well, usually that's our story.
Yep, absolutely. Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, we played well.
Yeah.
I think for 32 minutes. We made a couple bonehead mistakes. I don't like the unforced turnovers.
Yeah.
Forced turnovers is one thing, but when you're out there, you catch a pass and you walk, or you throw one into the bleachers, those are the things that I have trouble with. But most of the time tonight, and the guys, credit all of them, they did one heck of a job getting that ball into Adam Teal on that post.
Gannon brings a different aspect of that. Kevin and I were just talking the other night, but several games back, That's one of the hardest basketball plays to make, is the entry pass from the top of the circle down into the post. You always want to get it to the side and improve your angle, right? But Gannon, with his length and just his ability overall, he is able to do that. And some of those lob passes tonight led the guys into layups.
Yes, well, we after the halftime of the girls' game, we went up here to the auxiliary gym, and you notice we had a little different set. We brought Adam and Gannon to almost to the top of the key, free throw lane, and let them work off each other.
Mm-hmm.
One time Gannon went. Most of the time it was Adam that was rolling into the lane.
Ya.
So, yeah, we've got a couple more of those that we have to put in. Won't do us any good against Lions because they'll probably zone us the whole night.
Yeah.
But against future teams, we're going to have a few things up our sleeve.
Big win for you tonight. As you said, Lions on Friday was an overtime game in the first meeting with those guys. Have a good weekend. We will talk to you in Lions on Friday.
See you. Thank you.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight get a victory 58-41. Shauna Smith's Lady Trojans also get a win 51-37. Our Vernon Jewelers Gems of the game tonight. All the seniors for Southeast of Saline. 4 on the girls' side, 3 on the guys' side. And it's a good night here at Southeast of Saline. Senior night brought to you by New Image Audio. You can watch the festivities as well, I should say, as the cross-country state championship banner being unveiled during the halftime of the boys' game. And you can watch that anytime on SalinaPost.com. For Brian Dennon providing that video tonight, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Also, Chris Cadle producing and engineering back at the studio. Tyler Smith, Kevin Lilly, my name's Devin Haney saying thank you for joining us for Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball, where the Trojans win it, both boys and girls game. We will see you again Friday in Lions to conclude the regular season.